so I guess we'll just start. And let's recap what happened last time. So you guys made your way out of Saltmarsh after kind of tying up some loose ends. You made your way to Trilora, the home of the Tritons. You went into the city, led by Kolos, and you went to the upper spire chamber, and you met with the king and the elder council members, and he kind of like invited you and said, hey, you guys want to help me out with a problem while we're rebuilding the city after a Sahaugat attack. You guys can help us out with something, and maybe we'll sit down and talk some more. Give you a few magic items to help you accomplish your task. And you guys stand at the edge of the trench now, looking down into the darkness of a supposed shipwreck 500 feet down that has a creature of the deep that you're going to deal with. So what do you guys want to do?
Real. I think before we go down there, I'm going to just bring out those octopus right now. They can help us look around and keep an eye out.
Alright, so you're going to summon an octopus.
Yeah, I think I get 2 of them. I gotta double check here real quick. 2 beasts, challenge rating 1 or lower. This is... what's challenge rating? I'm looking at the monster page. Oh, challenge 1. Okay. So I can get 2 giant octopus.
2 giant octopus. Okay.
And then I'm gonna also summon my little one as a familiar. And I just have him ready to be popped in and out.
Okay, so you got 2 giant octopus and a regular octopus familiar.
Regular octopus. It's all tentacles up in here tonight.
Damn.
Used to tentacles. We call it hentai. Having said that, I'm not used to water like this.
So let's recap on one thing. I just wanted to make sure that we had figured out who was wearing like the caps of water breathing and who's able to speak.
I think everyone can talk but me and Yuri.
Yeah, Snodlers, Vasen, and Hector have 3 caps of water breathing. And Victoria has the gloves of swimming and climbing.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we should. I was gonna say before we go off and do this, and we should work out like a few hand signals, like run, hide, help, just so we can have.
I let a little air bubble out of my mouth.
I do half-ass hand signals, and if my performance checks work, then it's on like Tron.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys stay at the edge of the trench and kind of like sit there for a few minutes.
We're in the water, right? We're like
you're in the water,
right
literally,
okay.
like standing at the edge of a trench.
That's what I wanted to double check.
A big black hole.
And you look
Pretty
out,
much.
like the trench itself is like a good 100 feet. Well, no, I mean, I guess it's more than 100 feet. You can't see the other side. It's like a vast trench in front of you.
That's not scary at all.
It's like literally like a shelf where like the shallows drop off into the deep ocean.
Kolo should know these areas. So I sure the hell know nothing down here.
I've never ventured down into this. We were always told to stay away.
Why is that?
Just because we heard that there's something terrible down there. It doesn't bother us, we don't bother it.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, you're from the water, right?
Yes.
So I'd feel safer if you let us in.
Well then, I will lead the party. That's fine.
Snodlers ain't leading shit.
All right, so you guys are going over.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
So for the most part, like you guys all kind of like step off the edge. Where Kolos, he actually kind of just effortlessly like points himself down and just starts diving and swimming. As you guys just kind of like step off the edge, and the weight of your clothing and packs and armor are just kind of slowly bringing you down as you descend deeper and deeper. Like the deeper you get, you start like losing the light of the city. So pretty much like as you descend just outside of the view of the city, it turns into complete blackness.
Like dark vision doesn't work blackness?
No, dark vision works darkness, but for the party that doesn't have dark vision, you can't see shit.
Who doesn't have dark vision?
I can't see.
Everybody but you. No, I'm sorry,
okay.
it's toddlers and
Anyone have light?
so it's the 3 humans. So I'll cast light on my shield, and I'll hand you my dagger. It's a flaming dagger.
I just wave one of my crossbows in your face.
So did we mean that if I could breathe underwater, I could cast spells and talk underwater? Was
Yeah.
that the deal?
So,
Right.
so like the cap of water breathing is the way I envision it. Is it's like a bubble, like an astronaut helmet, like around your head of air. So that'll allow you to speak and anything you could do with oxygen, I suppose.
I also turn on my shield.
Okay.
Well, I guess if everyone's doing their light sources, and you see Snundler's like wave his hand, and like a spectral deep gnome appears, and he's shutting off like 5 feet of dim light.
And he's just kind of floating near you guys. It's not creepy at all.
So I can't actually cast light again on your crossbow. I can only do it once.
Correct.
I shrug my shoulders, then holster it.
Just stay behind me, I guess.
Yeah, so you've got the light, and Kolos has a shield. His shield is lit up, and it's kind of like gives off like this faint bluish green glow that's kind of like emanates like 40 feet out from it.
Actually, take that back. I will cast light on your crossbow, and the light on my shield will go out, and I'll stay behind you. Because I think that makes more sense.
I'll do a thumbs up.
Nice. I give thumbs up back.
Ooh, my dude is a 10-foot radius of light. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
Dim,
Nice.
but 10 foot.
Yeah, so you guys like start descending deeper and deeper, and you're kind of like all look down at your feet as you see like the glow of Kolos' shield kind of lighting the way. Go ahead and everybody make a perception check.
Can I make one for my octopus as well?
Sure.
Sweet. Okay, it didn't work. Hold on. Chaos. Hold on. Almost gonna do it for me.
Yeah, that's fine. Beautiful. Okay, so as you guys kind of like descend, Hector and Kolos, you see something under the corner of your eye. It kind of like rushes back like along the edge of this cliffside as you're kind of like falling down. I'm kind of picturing this as like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie The Abyss, where I forget the guy's name, but he like walks off the edge down into this deep trench, and it's just like he's just following this like rock wall straight down like deep to the bottom of the ocean. So like you're kind of like falling alongside this trench, and the entire time there's like pockets that are kind of like carved into the side of the above the wall, and like for a split second, both Hector and Kolos, you see this thing. It looks like this large snake-like creature just kind of like dart out from the wall and kind of like rush back into the darkness.
Gotcha.
Did anybody else see that?
Snodlers didn't see shit.
think so. It was real quick. Do you think that's what we're after?
Probably. It was pretty big.
Is the Taurus not have light? Like if I look around?
Yeah.
Yes, you do not have light, or yes, you have light?
Yes, I have light.
All right.
Who had the dagger? Sorry, I wasn't.
I'm just... Then didn't someone not have a light source?
I have a light source. Vossen has my dagger,
Oh, Vossen has the dagger. Okay.
which I think is the same as a torch, so it should be 20 foot bright and 20 foot dim.
Okay.
So
Does it
everyone
stay
has light.
lit underwater?
It's magical. It does not actually fire. If you pull it out, you can put your hand in the fire. It doesn't burn you. It's just
Okay.
for light. It's basically like an ever burning
It's like
torch.
magic torchlight.
No, just
Yeah, I just cast on a dagger. It cost me 50 gold worth of rubies, so don't lose it.
so throw it immediately. I'm gonna
Immediately
Megla
just throw it. Yeah.
So
I can
looking
cast that
around,
spell 3 more times.
all the humans look like they have light now, because I noticed that most of them have it.
Right.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you guys are kind of all glowing as you kind of descend deeper and deeper.
we're like the angler fish.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
Considering it attracts, I think you're right.
Yeah, this is a great strategy.
And
Yeah.
euphemism.
So you guys, as you, Kolos, as you go deeper and deeper down into the darkness, you hear a familiar voice, and you hear, "Over here," and you recognize this voice as the voice of Sidonian. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but
Sidonin.
Sidonian.
I stopped swimming. Do I know which direction it's coming from?
It's coming from below you.
Okay.
So you kind of slow up a little bit, and everybody else is still drifting, and you're kind of like, starting to. They're starting to go faster. They're just kind of falling into the darkness above you.
Are they still like with me in a good pace, or are they like behind me?
They're probably like at the same level as you are, because they basically,
Okay.
you guys all look down, you see Kolos just stop swimming, and you just keep going.
Alright. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna be extremely confused and wary.
Okay.
As we pass by him, if he just stopped and stopped moving, I'm just gonna look over him and be like, "You good?"
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's
Let's
keep
keep
moving.
going. So I take the
Lost
lead
is just
again.
like swimming with the dagger, like pointing downward, like trying to swim, fall as best he can.
And the deeper you go, you guys are already like feeling the cold. Like it's starting to get noticeably colder and colder. Not enough where like you're like freezing, but you definitely can feel that this is going to start taking its toll the longer that you're down here. Where did my music go? All right, so you start going a little bit deeper, and like this whole descent is like it seems like it's taking a while. Like as you're just slowly like falling deeper and deeper and deeper. It takes a few minutes before you finally like can see the sea floor coming up closer to your feet, and this bottom of the sea floor looks like it's completely smooth. There's a few rocks here and there, but it looks like very thick, like mud or like silt, as you kind of all like touch down to the bottom. Kolos just kind of swims, and a little bit ahead of you guys, and just kind of hovers off the bottom as you guys all kind of set down. And again, Kolos, one more time, like now from the distance, like probably, I don't know, maybe you could feel it's about like 100 feet of you. In the darkness, you hear her voice again, and she calls out, "Kolos, I'm over here."
I look towards it, and I look at the other guys, and I say, I think it's over here. What we're looking for.
What are we looking for?
The shipwreck? Did you forget already?
No, but who are you talking to?
You guys. I look at you guys and tell you guys I think it's over here, and I point in the direction of the voice that I just heard. Not that you know that I heard a voice.
None of us heard it though,
No,
right?
none of you guys heard
Okay.
it. Just Colas.
Snodlers didn't hear anything. Are you sure that you're not being tricked by some fantastical, what is it, mermaids? Snodlers has heard of them.
Are you actually asking Colos this?
Yeah.
Oh. I know it's a trick. There's no doubt in my mind.
Then Snodlers isn't sure why we're following it.
Because this is where we have to go. Or do you not want to help my city?
It has nothing to do with it. Snodlers is definitely here to help, but just carry on. I guess if we all just follow voices we know are traps, our lives will be over sooner. So I'm cool with this.
I'm here to help. Let's do it.
Alright, off we go. Towards the voice.
All right, so you guys start looking into the darkness and following Kolos. Kolos, like, how much further ahead are you leading everybody?
I'd say I'm a good 10 feet in front of everybody.
Okay, so you guys are all kind of bunched up.
We're going super slow though because of the swimming speed, right?
Yeah. For the most part, you guys are all. Just trying to think of who has a swim speed. So like Vossen, yes. I mean, you guys are. Regardless, you guys probably wouldn't be leaving each other. Like whoever does have a swim speed. So yeah, you guys are all going like half speed, just kind of making your way along the bottom. You're like swim walking kind of sort of thing, and just trying to maintain your footing and make your way across the bottom of the seafloor. And it looks fairly easy to traverse until you get about 100 yards in, and you start like the terrain starts turning rocky, and off in the distance you can see what looks like a shipwreck. You can see like the mast, like the top main mast kind of sticking up, and it just kind of gets a little faint glow off of Vassen's shield. Not Vassen, sorry, Kolos.
How far away is it?
As you guys approach, it's probably now only about, I don't know, 60 feet or so.
Nice.
So you guys can put yourself on that map about down.
So I was just
down here
looking.
somewhere, yeah.
So Kolos was farther away from us, right?
Yeah, Kolos is like 10 feet ahead of you guys. Yeah, so you're like 60 feet or so like away from this shipwreck, and you see like what you see on the map. It's like it's ripped apart. This ship looks like it's been down here for a little while. It's just from like the little bit you can see from where you're at. It's definitely been ravaged by the sea. Just before that, though, you see a large dark pit, just kind of on the edge of the shipwreck, and that's only about like 50 feet from you.
What is this place?
Vossen Snodlers believes we're in the ocean.
No, this place, and I point over there, where the wreckage is.
Sorry, this versus that, it must be a daywalker thing.
Daywalker? You mean like on land?
No, like, not underground.
What? I point at the hole. I'm like, isn't that underground?
But it's in the ocean.
But it's underground.
You're not wrong.
I mean, what if you're underground and you dig up and there's ocean there?
Then you die.
What if there's air in there?
You're not wrong.
All right, so while you guys are kind of like standing here looking dumbfounded, there's this hole, and this is definitely like foreign view to all of you. Kolos, can you do me a favor? And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Nice. Go ahead and everybody make a perception check again.
Me too.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay.
I'm I imagine I'm like dumbfounded at how this ship is and trying to like guess its age and like determine its history and shit. So I'm just preoccupied.
You know what? So now you can also make an investigation check while you're kind of doing that. All right, so Sounders, the first thing you notice that like some of like the ship parts that are nearest to you, you see that like the ship is like the upper deck is just like riddled with arrows, and you can see like one of the sides of the ship have like a massive circular hole in the side of it.
So arrows or crossbow bolts?
No, arrows.
Looks like Nautilus thinks that this sank from the top of the ocean. And it was in a battle. It didn't happen underwater. Just letting you know.
So while Snouters is
Stank
looking
above,
up,
huh?
while that's happening, Vossen and what was it? Sorry, Vossen and Hector. All of a sudden, like from the darkness, you see that similar thing that Kolos had mentioned. You see this like worm-like creature just kind of like dart off into the darkness, kind of further away from you guys behind the ship.
Did you say worm? Like?
Yeah, like snake-like.
Oh.
Gotcha.
I just point. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I saw something over there.
I'm gonna get ready so the next time I see that thing pop up, I'm gonna try and hit it with a spell if I can. Do you say it went like towards this direction?
Yes. Yep. So you're gonna ready an action?
I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna ready it because then if I don't use it in like 6 seconds, it like expires.
Okay.
So, but just so you know, like the next time I see it, if I have a good shot at it, I'm gonna try and cast a spell.
That poor mermaid. I get it. All right. So what do you guys want to do? It's kind of this scene that you see. You're far enough away from this wrecked ship to not really make out too much more details other than what Snodlers just told you.
You guys think you want to go check it out a little closer, or you want to see if we can go find our snake friend?
I let a small air bubble out of my mouth.
I hold up one finger and go chase after worm, or number 2, go investigate ship.
Two.
All right, let's go check this ship out.
How the hell do you know that? All right,
What?
let's go.
Wait, what? What were you asking?
I don't even know.
Okay.
The pressure in the water is making my thoughts not work right.
Wait, does everyone have water breathing? Can't someone not talk?
Yeah, it was me.
Vitoris.
Yeah, just for tourists.
Got it. Sorry,
And you're
I'm
iffy.
slow.
That's why I
If-
keep saying bubbles leave my mouth.
You know what? This makes more sense. We're good.
That's why I like asking questions and answering 1 or 2. Because we're trying our best here.
I should have held up 3 fingers.
Math
do
is
both
not his strong
at the same
point.
Yeah,
Oh.
so we're just gonna.
A barbarian with negative int modifier would have been great here.
All right, so you start like making your way. I'm assuming to the right, around the massive kind of hole in the center of the shipwreck. And Kolos, you kind of hear this voice again. It's like, Kolos, come here. I'll show you. And then as you hear that voice coming, like from about 50 feet off from you, like from that hole, you look up and you see the image of Sidonin. She's kind of standing at the edge of this hole.
I'm going to ignore it.
Okay.
We can't see anything, correct?
You guys can. No, it's just Kolos.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm not even going to tell them about it.
I'm basically just staying right behind Vitoris because I don't have light and he has light. So I'm just wherever he goes, I'm following.
Okay.
Can I see Kolos like looking over in that direction and acting like weird?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Wait, Hector, I thought you said that you had light.
I cast light. I cast the light spell on Vitoris's
crossbow.
crossbow.
Yeah, I
and
know.
gave
I thought I
Voss
asked if everyone had was like illuminated. I thought everyone yes.
I'm gonna in a minute, but it only lasts 10 minutes. So
Rolled 16.
Okay. Yeah. So you definitely happen to notice that, you guys are kind of like all walking together, like in unison that way, and Kolish is just standing there staring over at the hole, and then he kind of looks back real quick and goes back to like just following, or making his way towards the ship. So yeah, I'd say you definitely
shake
notice.
my head a little bit to like kind of clear it.
Kolos, what do you see?
Trickery.
I
There's
just
no
look
way
at
it
him
can
confused.
possibly be what I think it is.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm very sure.
I trust you. This is your world down here. In the ocean, that is. Not this specific area.
Alright, let's keep moving.
hey, John, real quick.
Yep.
I have that Wheeler Woe thing. Do you remember what I rolled last week for that, or if I did?
You did roll. I remember seeing it in the chat, but it should still be in there.
Oh, perfect. Oh, 32 even. Perfect. Is that the one?
Yeah, that should be the one.
Okay, thanks.
Forgot to put your octopuses in here.
Octopus.
Yeah,
Octopi.
they're just sort of chilling, like flanking us and acting like our flank shields.
Okay, so I gotta give you. Sorry, I should have done this before. I wanted to give you control of these guys, so I don't have to do it for you.
Nice. And they're gonna try and like remain hidden the best they can while they follow us.
Okay.
I don't know if that's gonna do anything or not. Also, they have dark vision, 60 feet.
I don't know why I just blanked. I couldn't think of your name. Hector. Jesus. I'll get it. Alright, so you should be able to see these guys now.
The little one I can.
Oh, I did the little one. Alright, I gotta do the big one, sorry.
Yeah, little one's staying with me. He's just like chilling on my shoulder.
Okay, so now you should be able to see...
Oh, yep.
Can you move both of them? Perfect.
Yep.
And you should be able to click on their sheets if you need to. You can access their character sheets right through there.
Oh, how do you do that?
So in your now that they're in your journal, just click on the name of them.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Then you go to character sheet and it'll roll all their stats or whatever.
Nice.
Oh, snap! They're multiplying.
Oh my god, octopuses!
Oh, I need a fake Snodlers.
Yeah, that's the other Snodlers.
There's so many octopuses, kill them.
Okay, so back to what we're doing. So you guys start making your way around the thing. Kolos, can you make another wisdom saving throw for me? All right, so Kolos, as you see Sidonin, she starts like becoming more real to you, and she starts like you see her like motioning her hand over to you, and at that point you completely start just ignoring anything that you were thinking minutes ago, and start walking towards her.
Kolos, what the hell are you doing?
You are currently charmed, Kolos.
I don't know what that means.
You're fucked.
Well, I kind of figured that, but I don't know if I can like talk to these guys or even if I hear them. Or am I just so enthralled with her that I am blissfully unaware of everything else?
Yeah, you're basically.
Oh, I thought I was going to post what it is. A charmed creature can attack the charmer or the target with harmful abilities. The charmer has advantage on all ability checks to interact socially, and the DM can decide it does whatever the fuck else he wants.
Yeah, basically.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah. So as you see like Sidonin standing there, now like she seems like completely real to you, and you start walking a little bit closer and closer to her. And
Do I see him acting weird now
So-
that like does his demeanor change like his posture, the way he's swimming and shit?
Yeah, so what you do see is like, yeah, he puts his sword down kind of more in a relaxed state. He's still holding his shield up, but now you guys all see Kolos that was at once walking around the same path that you guys are taking. He just completely turns and just starts walking towards this pit.
Carlos, what the fuck are you doing? Thought we're going this way.
And he just ignores you, and he makes his way about 10 feet closer.
I like try to keep up with him, even though my swim speed's slower. And I am sitting there swimming, like calling his name, trying to get him to come back.
All right, Cole, let's go ahead and make one more wisdom save.
Oh!
So at this point, you guys are like calling out to Kolos, and he is just not responding. And you see him walk all the way to the edge of this hole, and he just starts falling down into this hole. Like he just walks off an edge and just starts disappearing out of your view, and all you see is the light of his shield kind of glowing up from this pit.
I like swim in as fast as I can after him.
I'm
gonna send
Liz
my-
is going to.
Yeah.
A stream
Well, I
of
guess I don't
bubbles
wanna
leaves
say
my
the
mouth.
fish person.
Yeah, so you guys all make your way to the edge of this pit, and this diameter of this thing is like 30 feet in diameter, and you start like looking around, and the walls of it are just like this like thick, mucusy, like kind of like slime.
I greatly assume that this is some type of creature's house.
Yeah, you know what, Snothers, you can make a history check.
Ooh, history.
Yeah, awesome. So like Snothers, all of a sudden you start like realizing you've run into what you believe is an aboleth. Like you've heard of these before. Like in the Underdark, these things have been known to like sit in like deep water and like lure people to the edge. And
Oh yeah, no, aboleths are very common in Snobblers. I've heard much about them. This is definitely large enough for one. I think we're gonna be in
What
a
are
hard
you talking about?
aboleth. They are. Do I know enough like generic history to just start spewing this?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah, they're what the world used to have before gods existed, and then gods came and the aboleths hid. Most of them are in the Underdark. Snobblers is surprised that there'd be one here, but it makes sense. They do like their water.
Is it doing something to Kolos?
They
Do you know?
often stop me when I'm obviously going too far.
Yeah, you got a couple more seconds.
They-
So don't mean to interrupt you, but like, yeah, as you guys are saying this, like, Kolos, you guys are all kind of just like drifting down the sides of this thing, and you're going at a pretty fast speed considering that you're just falling. So
They have been known to enslave people, and we Snodlers and all of his kind don't go near the waters because they take control.
How do you get them uncontrolled? Can you slap them?
You don't go near their pools.
so
Shit.
you guys
We're in their
start
pool.
you guys start like getting deeper and deeper, and you get down to this bottom of this hole, and it kind of opens up, and like in front of you it's like a larger chamber, and it kind of like goes off like a good like 60 feet or so like ahead of you, and But as you kind of like land at the bottom, you start seeing like remnants of bodies. You see like forearms and like bones and like scales, like fish scales, and all sorts of like debris, kind of like ripped up and at the bottom of this massive cavern.
I'm as soon as I see that, I'm just gonna immediately go dragon form and start glowing as we dive into this farther.
Okay. So we're gonna whoever's down there, somebody can make a perception check if they want.
Well,
You guys all can, I guess. See what you notice in the bottom of this hole. It's pretty lit up down there now that Cole is he's just standing there, and you see him like kind of walk over to like one of the far ends of the chamber, and he's just standing there staring at the wall. Okay, so Hector, you're looking around and you notice that some of these things, you see like a half like eaten like face of a Sahaugen. And some of the bones and like remnants look like that of like merfolk, and you definitely see like some of the like the spikes off of Sahaugen. So it's definitely
Gotcha.
You I guess you can tell this is definitely like the lair of some sort of creature.
Yeah.
Like a couple seconds go by, and it's all quiet down there, and you guys all get this like uneasy feeling, and Kolos, you kind of look up, and Sidonans, he's kind of like walking further and further back into the back of this cavern, and she's calling you out, "Come with me, Kolos, we can be together again." And you start walking back into the back of the chamber, and at that point, all of a sudden, you guys feel this presence as this kind of looming shadow just like covers over the top of you, and rushes down into the bottom of this hole, and this you kind of like get this feeling this thing is above you, and as you turn around, this massive tentacle just reaches out and slams at you, Vitoris.
No.
And he is going to make an attack. If I find the right character sheet. Ah, there it is.
I do the exact same thing Snodler said.
Yeah, so this thing like comes like whipping down at you out of nowhere with a 13 to hit.
That misses.
Ooh, nice.
Where is this thing?
Directly above you. It's coming back. It's coming.
Did I see it?
Yeah, you guys all see this now. Is like Kolos or Vitoris kind of was like bubble. It's freaking out as
I just see panic bubbles coming from him.
Yes.
This
Him
thing,
flailing his arms and shit.
Yeah, you like can get you guys kind of all like see this like splashing motion as this like tentacle just comes like whipping down from above you guys, and you look up and this thing is all above you, blocking the hole. Not completely blocking it out, but it's definitely between you and the exit.
It's just sitting in the exit. Like it doesn't look like it's advancing. It's just
Oh no,
launching
it's
tentacles
advancing.
at it.
I am putting him on the board,
Ah!
and now we'll roll for initiative.
No! Zoom in.
I didn't select myself. One of these days, I'll remember that.
It's okay, I did the same thing. I forget how.
Do you want initiative for the big ones?
Oh yeah, they can roll.
You want them together, or well, I guess they're together anyway. So
Yeah, like the two big ones can be together, then the little guy you can do separate.
does he go on my initiative? I forget how Find Familiar works.
Actually, I don't know.
He gets its own initiative,
Oh, he gets his own. Okay.
which is super painful because now you have like 50% of all initiatives.
Yeah.
I know. I really hadn't planned on using the little one. He's just gonna he's probably just gonna. Most of his turns are just gonna be skipped. But
All right, we got everybody in there. Let's see. Yeah, so as this happens, Snothers, you're the first one to kind of notice like this tentacle whipping down, and Vitoris is kind of freaking out and ducking out of the way.
oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be first. I'm not on there though. You guys add me because I screwed up.
Oh,
Rolled
you're
wrong.
killing me. You're killing me.
I'm
Then
sorry.
select yourself, re-roll, and change your number. Come on.
All right, I added you on
I
there.
was busy rolling the other things.
What'd you get?
There we go. 22.
Okay, let's okay, let me fix this.
Sorry.
All right, so Hector notices all this going on, and this thing is above you, and it's about 10 feet above you in the hole, and you guys are about 50 feet down.
Damn, that's close. All right, I'm just gonna do a guiding bolt, level 1. Did it work?
Whoa.
No, it did not work.
So, yeah,
I don't know why it's happening twice tonight.
That's okay. So you crit failed. Just go ahead and roll a wisdom or whatever your spellcasting modifiers saving throw.
Yep. One sec. It's on the other page.
What class is Black Sarge?
He's a
Paladin.
paladin.
All right.
So as you like launch this like bolt of energy up through the cavern, it hits part of the wall, and a bunch of like the rocks start falling down, and this black goo just starts covering all over you, Hector, and it just starts like you look down and like your arms and stuff are covered in this like this thick this mucus. You need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck.
Ugh.
Hey, that's not bad. No, wait. it
No,
is
you
bad.
rolled a 6. That was bad.
What the fuck? I don't know why it's doing this twice tonight.
I mean-
Reload. Just reload.
Yeah, I'm gonna reload real quick. I blame Chris's computer.
Okay. He's like rolling advantage for everything.
I know, I'm just clicking it once.
Okay, so when that happens, all of a sudden, Hector, you start feeling your lungs fill up like you can't breathe anymore. Almost like you're running out of oxygen.
Hold on, you're cutting in and out now.
Sounds good to me.
Can you hear me?
Same.
Yeah, you're good to
Sounds
me.
Great.
It's just Chris's computer.
Oh, come on, Chris.
All right, I think I'm back. Was that me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was you, 100%.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So as this mucus starts covering over, you start feeling like your lungs start like running out of oxygen, even though you have this mask over your head, and you feel like you can't breathe.
Is this the same mucus I got off the cliffs?
You can do a investigation check real quick.
Sure. It's gonna be at least 15. Nice.
Yeah, so like by looking at this, it just looks like the identical sort of slime that you like collected off the cliff. But as you do that, you start like suffocating.
Gotcha. Okay. That. So as my action. Yeah, I'm gonna just move towards the back of behind everyone else, as far away from this thing as I can get,
Okay.
and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Snobblers.
So, from my knowledge, I assume I would expect these things to be very cunning and intelligent, considering they've been around so long. And I know notionally, like, as a DM, I know more about them, but I'm wondering if I would be smart enough to not try to do int saves against them.
Yeah, you know, and go ahead and while you see like Hector all of a sudden like as this stuff is like covering over him, go ahead and make another history check. So now there's like that like this mucus itself is now diseased Hector, and he can only breathe underwater now.
That's pretty sweet.
So oxygen is actually drowning him.
Yay!
That is actually pretty sweet. So which one's Hector?
He
One
is
in the back,
yeah,
right?
the one in the back. Yep.
All right. Second thing, you can't cast 2 spells unless one of them in the same turn, unless one of them's a cantrip.
Right.
Can I technically cast 2 cantrips? I don't remember it.
I
I don't think so.
I don't think you can, but
All right.
I mean,
I have haste, and I'm wondering if it makes sense to haste myself. Because it doesn't make sense to haste a monk. I'm not gonna haste. I was just trying to figure it out. Maybe I just should have taken haste. All right. So with that, I have 12 and a half feet of movement. So can I get close to Hector? And I'm actually going to try to struggle bus remove his cap of water breathing.
perfect. Yep. So go ahead and make a. I don't know. I guess it would be like an athletics check. Yeah. So you run over there and try to take this cap off, but he doesn't know what's going on, and Hector kind of like sits back, and he's like, you see him like gasping for air, but at the same time like not knowing why you're like rushing at his face.
And I'll just yell out like, the cap.
I mean, I can breathe underwater, so I would probably just let him take it off because I can still breathe. I just can't cast spells.
Yeah, I would think that now you know that, but still not your turn, and you're like drowning basically.
Welcome to D&D bullshit. I'm your host. All right, and I'm going to move my light source to right next to the aboleth.
Okay.
With my bonus action. And I think that is it.
Okay, Vasan, what do you want to do?
How far away from this thing am I?
This thing's about like 10 feet above your head.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna add that dagger to my inventory.
Is that gonna be your action?
No. That's
I'm
the
just kidding.
dagger he gave me. Just to have it. Because it's not any special dagger, right? It's just a normal stat dagger.
Normal dagger that's gives off light. At one point I offered to do the same thing to your staff, so if you still want that, I can do that for you later, but not today.
No. That's fine. And then I guess I'm like gonna like crouch down like I'm trying to jump and try to swim up to it and fucking hit it.
Nice. Go
Like
ahead.
kind of like torpedo myself at it.
Yeah, I can picture you like squatting down and just shooting up in the air
with the dagger that he gave me, like pointing towards it.
Perfect. Yeah. Go ahead and make an attack with the dagger.
15.
So as you kind of like rush up there, you kind of like try to hit it, and the thing just kind of like slithers out of the way real quick, like lightning fast reflexes, and you miss.
Oh, kind of try again. Like swing around and like try to slash at it after it dodges me.
Okay, go for it.
9.
Yeah, and you miss again as this thing is like you see like tentacles like flailing all around you, and it's like its eyes are focused on you, and it just dodges out of the way.
I can make an unarmed attack, right? For my bonus action? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna try to like swing a fist around to fucking try to punch it.
Go for it.
17.
Oh, nice. As you do this, this thing is like juking out of the way, and you actually end up coming back with a backhand, and you punch this thing right in the face. And you hit it like just under its eye, and you see it kind of like wince back for a second.
6 points of damage.
Nice. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
21.
Nice. And is that it for your turn?
That is, let me double check. Pretty sure.
So when it does that, you punch it in the face and its tail like lashes out and makes an attack at you, Vasen. With a 23 to hit.
That's definitely gonna hit.
So it hits you for 16 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail just whacks you right in the chest and kind of knocks the wind out of you.
Pretty sure I'm gonna die.
Is that it for your turn, or you still got movement left?
Okay. Yeah, no, that's my turn.
Okay. So this thing smashes into you, and then you see it kind of like slither around, and it comes like down deeper into the hole, and it comes like just above you guys, and it ends up like slashing its tentacles and like whipping these tentacles out for Vitoris.
It
It likes you.
really does.
Does a 16 hit?
That's my AC.
Ooh, so yeah, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing just like rakes right across you. And I'm gonna have you make a Constitution saving throw. Beautiful. So it smashes into you, this one massive tentacle, and then another tentacle like flails out and comes whipping over at Vasen with a 22 to hit.
Oh, and I failed that.
So you get smashed for 12 points of damage, and then this thing, the same thing happens. Like you start feeling like instantly like you can't breathe, and you start like clutching at your throat as your lungs start to fill with water. Then it is going to kind of like go to the floor. What do you call it? Like the ground level, and just kind of like rear itself like in between Kolos and Snodlers. I'm not going to move him because he's going to cover over your guys' tokens, but he's kind of like down to the bottom. And the way I see it is Kolos is kind of like off into the back corner of the chamber, and this thing is just like kind of like settled down at the bottom, and as you just see its like massive mouth open, and it's just go ahead, Vitoris.
I pull out my crossbows. Is he near anyone?
He's right next to Snodlers, and I would assume Vasen is down there too. So.
Wait, which one? This is the light source.
Oh, he's right next to light source. Snodlers. Then.
Oh.
Because you moved away. Snodlers.
I don't mind shooting a light source.
I'm gonna take my reaction to give you a d6 to that. Oh.
11?
Yeah, 11's gonna miss.
Oh well, I tried.
12?
12's gonna miss. So both your crossbow bolts just go wildly loose.
The water around Vitoris gets a little saltier as he cries a few tears. And that's it for my turn.
All right, Kolos, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Oh no, Wisdom saving throw. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nice. So as you're kind of like sitting there, and you've been talking to Sidonian the whole time, you've been like just enthralled with her vision, and just like, and she's like, "Oh, we can finally be together." You finally just snap out of it, and you realize like what's going on, and she disappears from your mind, and you turn around to see this massive thing in the center of this tunnel attacking everybody. So, what do you want to do?
It's standing in melee range, right?
Yeah, you're
Or am I-
probably about 10 feet away from it because you were kind of like off into the corner of the
Oh, okay.
chamber.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna move up next to it and swing at it with my +1 longsword.
All right. Nice. So 22. So yeah, you just walk up to this thing and you just take a big old slash, and you actually like manage to make some really good purchase as you cut like deep into one of its tentacles, and you just see the whole chamber just start to fill up with this blood.
Alright. I'm also going to hit it with a Divine Smite.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know how to actually do that. I'll just put that there.
Yeah, you just get to roll like an extra. What is it? 2d8.
What spell level?
Yeah, it's level based.
Okay. Let me
It's
look
2d8 plus 1d8 per additional spell level over the first.
at my- Oh, okay. I'm going to use one of my level 2 slots, so I'll roll 3d8s.
Nice.
Correct.
Could have been better,
Wow.
but
Yeah, it could have been way better. Fuck, dude,
Amazing.
that's some bad rolls today.
and
a
I
rough
also,
start,
I also
guys.
need you to make a Constitution saving throw now.
That's
Alright.
lower than the average if you just rolled 2.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, I'm immune to disease.
Okay. Perfect. So when that happens, yeah, nothing happens to you then. All right. Anything else can you do? Or
I can
still
swing
have your
again with the
action.
longsword.
oh yeah, you only made one attack. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Yeah. So you like swing back in with that same hit that same tentacle, and you just cut it clean off.
Nice. Can I do Divine Smite again, or did that take a bonus action or something?
I don't know if it's only once per turn you can do that.
Don't think so. As many times as you have spell slots.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Alright, well, I'll do it again at my last level 2 slot. For another 3d8.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just
well.
gonna hit refresh real quick. My attacks are great, my spells suck.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good though because like you're definitely seem to be doing some damage to this thing. It's like you like definitely rip this tentacle off, and it's hurting, and it like just focus all of its attention now as it kind of like rears around, and its like face is coming right up to your face with these sharp teeth right in front of you.
Nice.
He's hurt, but he's pissed.
Yeah, that's it for my turn.
All right, giant octopus.
All right. Is I don't know which one is. Oh, this one. Does he have room to kind of swim around this way and get in between Vossen and it, or is it not enough space?
No, but he can come in from the top because he's at like the bottom level with everybody now.
Okay.
So you could actually come down the same way that he came down and attack from above.
So up here then, more or less.
Yeah, I mean it's like 3-dimensional space.
kinda-
if we had
yeah.
if we had an
It gets a
isometric
little
map,
weird.
maybe it might help a little bit better. But yeah, he
Okay.
could come down and make an attack, kind of blocking him in.
Perfect. That is what he will do with his tentacles. I'm guessing a 12 is gonna miss.
12 misses. Yeah.
I think he only gets one attack. Yep.
So after that, he this thing kind of distracted by the octopus, it looks up and swings its massive tail up at the octopus. An 18 to hit
Definitely hits.
for 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Gotcha. Math's hard at the moment.
I can do it
52
for you.
minus.
You just type in minus 15 on this thing and it
Oh,
does
really?
it for you. Yep.
Oh, hell yeah, nice. Ooh, big hit. All right. So that's into his turn. Does the other one have room to come around the other side, or is it?
Well, the hole is 30 feet wide, so technically, yeah, he could probably also squeeze down in there. And now it's like the two octopus are like blocking the hole from anybody's chance of escaping.
Gotcha.
It's
Yeah,
fine,
he's
though.
gonna go down there and attack as well.
All right.
That one.
And he misses as well. And after that attack, he does the same thing. It like flashes up and flashes its tail up at him. With a 21 to hit for 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Definitely hits.
So these octopus are just getting their asses handed to them.
I can do that one. Yeah, this they're doing their job. It's fine. My little one's not gonna take a turn, so we can just go right to the next. That's me.
Oh, that brings up you.
Nice.
Oh yeah, so like
Aren't you
you
still
you still
choking?
have the bubble on your head full of oxygen that's drowning you.
Can I lesser restoration myself? Will that take care of it or no?
Well,
One
Snouders.
disease.
I mean, I think you got the gist that Snouders was yelling at you for the cap. So I mean, I think Hector's smart enough to know that he should just pull the cap off.
Yeah.
That's up
I
to you,
didn't know-
though. I mean, you can.
I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna cast lesser restoration on myself and see what that does.
Yeah, go ahead and post it. Yeah. It'll as long as it cures the disease. Yeah, you cast that, and all of a sudden you can start feeling like you can breathe again.
Nice.
I glare at you.
I point back at the tentacle monster, and I start swimming like up a bit. That's the end of my turn.
All right, Snouders in the back of the cave.
How far am I from Black Sarge?
You're probably only like 10 feet from him.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna cast haste on him.
Nice.
And then back up with as much movement as I possibly can, which probably isn't enough to even move a full square, but oh well.
All right, that's fine. It works down
And-
there.
I'm gonna scream out like, "You guys better get this!" Sorry, wait. Snodless isn't gonna be able to do much. Yeah, I hope you guys get this. And I bonus action will move my little dude bro, like illuminating this thing.
Okay, perfect.
That's my turn.
All right, Vasen.
Vasen's freaking out because he can't breathe. Did he notice Snodler's trying to take the bubble helmet off?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. We'll see if he noticed it. Oh yeah, you noticed.
I'm gonna use my action, I guess, to take the helmet off.
Okay, yeah. So you just like reach up and you pull it off, and you take a big, deep breath of water, and you can breathe fine.
And I'm gonna use a key point to take patient defense.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my turn.
All right, so this thing like flails up and makes an attack at Snodler's little light guy. I don't know if he has an AC or if he just disappears when he gets hit.
Neither.
I'm trying to find where you posted it.
It's cheesy as fuck. It can only disappear but dispel magic. It's a non-corporeal. It's not like it doesn't look like a human, so you could retcon that as you wish. But
No, that's okay. Like, it sees this thing and it's like above him. It's in his face. He swings at it, and apparently nothing happens. So that it takes its next attack, which is going to be at Kolos that just ripped off one of his tentacles. 17 to hit.
Misses.
Oh, nice. And then it takes its final attack as it kind of like swings back around and it's kind of like encircling you now, Kolos, with a 25 to hit.
Well, that will.
For 8 points of bludgeoning damage. That's it for his turn. And again, like the vision that you guys have, even though it's lit up in here, like the water is just turning like a deep dark red as this thing is like bleeding heavily. That brings up Taurus.
Try to shoot him? Maybe.
If you do, I'm gonna add a d6. Damn it! Hold on. Nope. I tried, man. I fucking tried so hard.
Crossbow bolt goes wide.
It's really hard to shoot underwater. 16?
16 misses.
Should have used the d6 there.
Mm-hmm.
I only get one. It's. I have to. You know what I mean? That's just a guess.
Reaction, yeah.
Water gets a little more saltier with more tears. That's my turn.
All right, then as you do that, this thing whips its tail back around at Kolos. Tail, go for a 27 to hit.
Jesus Christ, with this thing's
So
roll.
this thing just smashes into you, Kolos.
Can I get some of those rolls, man? Shit.
Seriously.
And it's your
Does
turn.
he have +9 to
It
hit?
has +9 to hit.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus.
He's no joke. And you guys trapped yourself down in the bottom of this pit. All right, what are you gonna do, Kolos?
Die.
Die.
Besides die. I'm just gonna. I probably won't help with his rolls. Never mind. I'm just gonna swing my longsword at him.
Okay. And you miss as you're like just so like out of it after that blast. You're just swing wildly and miss.
Doesn't haste give me advantage?
Nope. It gives you an additional action that you can use to cast a spell or swing a single time.
Oh, okay.
So you should be able to swing 3 times now, or twice and then cast a spell,
Yes, yeah.
or a whole bunch of shit.
Gotcha. Alright. So
And
I'm
then
gonna swing.
2 AC.
So it's saying your speed is doubled.
And you get advantage on dexterity saving throws, which I don't think this thing has, so no big deal.
Oh, okay. That's where I read advantage. Alright. Thank you. Swing longsword again.
Oof, and the same thing
Right.
happens. You just start swinging wildly.
Alright, well, I'll swing again. Amazing.
The blood is just getting in your eyes, and you're swinging, and you end up just hitting the side of the cavern. Anything else you want to do before you die?
No. That's about it.
You're gonna stay right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll tank it.
All right. So giant octopus on top.
Cool. He's gonna just try and hit this guy again. Oh hell yeah!
Nice. Critical hit. For 12.
Yeah. You want to just
wait.
double that real quick?
Yeah.
So
Say
the-
wait. 2d6 plus 3. So. What do you roll? Oh, you roll a 5 and a 4. Okay.
You want to just double it to 18 to 21?
Well, you're gonna do that if it does 2d6 automatically. It's gonna do an extra 12.
Okay. Oh, so it'd just be 24 then.
Yeah, it'd be 24.
All right, sweet.
Nice.
Hell yeah. And
Does-
he's grappled.
I was gonna say, doesn't he have to make a save against that?
Yeah, he has a DC 16, I guess, dex, or whatever it would be for against a grapple. So it'd be,
Either strength or
Athletics or acrobatics.
dexterity. That's the giant octopus?
Yep.
Oh, it just says escape DC 16. Okay. Alright, so you wrap around him and he's just gonna like rip the try to rip the things off of him, the tentacles from the.
Oh, all right. I see you.
With a 25, and he just pulls one of the tentacles right off of the octopus. All right, what else do you got? The other one?
Yeah, the other one. Can the other one do the help action to grant advantage?
Yeah, now it's your little guy. Yeah, he can do the help action.
I'm at the big one, but
Well, he's technically next. Is the little one.
Oh, the little one. I was gonna have the little one just not do anything.
Okay.
And then have the big one do the help action. Is that okay, or does he have to just attack? I don't know what the summons can do.
No, you can do whatever like you could normally. Any of the actions you can do in combat, you control them the same way as like whatever actions you could do.
All right, perfect. So I'm
With
just gonna have him
of like speaking, probably, but
right. I'm gonna have him do help to grant advantage for me.
yeah. So the octopus just kind of like floats down right over this thing's face, trying to block its view, and then as it does that, the Aboleth swings its tail up at the octopus's face with a 14 to hit.
Hits.
And so he hits him for 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Gotcha.
And then it's your turn.
I'm just gonna hit guiding bolt on him. Why is it doing that?
Miss.
25, because I have advantage.
Oh, nice. That will hit.
So he takes 14 radiant damage, and whoever attacks next also has advantage.
Nice. Yeah. So the octopus is sitting over this thing's face, and you smash right into its body with a guiding bolt.
And it starts glowing purple. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Snalders.
So I see it glowing purple.
Yeah. Before that, Vitoris, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Can I add a d6 to that?
Sure. If you haven't used your reaction yet, right?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll mark it off.
Well,
Natural 20.
oh, there you go. Nice. Okay. Now go ahead, Snalders. Sorry.
No big deal. So, my little light dude starts animating, and it casts Guiding Bolt, level 3. Or Chromatic Orb, I'm sorry, level 3.
Nice.
With advantage.
Oh, yeah. So it definitely hits for 33 lightning damage. Beautiful.
Hell yeah. Nice.
And my bonus action, the little guy's gonna dance. And I'm gonna back up some more because I'm scared of shit. Alright, bye.
So, like, as you do that, it tries to reach out and grab you, smashing you with its tail, but it can't quite reach you. So it takes a swing at Kolos. With a 19 to hit.
That's going to miss.
All right, so go ahead, Vasen.
Now that I can breathe. How far away is it?
He's like good 10 feet from you.
So I'm like floating right now.
Yeah, you're kind of like, I'd say like you're kind of like floating, like just hovering just a couple feet maybe off the bottom, maybe treading water. But
I take the dagger and put it in my mouth, and I start swimming down towards it, and I fucking make an attack with it. I take it out of my mouth and try to hit it.
oh yeah. Nice.
20 to hit.
You stab right into this thing's back as it was taking a big swipe at Kolos.
Take this fucker!
5 damage.
5 damage!
And I need you to make a. Oh no, you're already.
Yeah, I'm already diseased or whatever it is.
Yeah, right. You can only breathe water now. Okay. Sweet.
Hey, real quick. I think daggers count as monk weapons, right? Shouldn't that be a d6?
No, I have to. Oh, it is martial arts.
Yeah. I think that's just.
Don't you choose that at the beginning of the day, though, for your type?
No, that's for the Kensai one. I think just all.
Yeah, it
all
says
monk
weapons, short sword, simple weapons.
Yeah, it's a simple melee weapon, so it should count as a monk weapon, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
get it.
it's still a D6, right? I still have a D6 already on it.
And that's a D4.
What? Why is it D4?
Well,
It
daggers are
rolled
D4.
as a D4.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
you want to know why? Oh, no. It shouldn't have.
Fucking did.
I see what you're saying. I thought you meant it was supposed to be a D4.
No,
On my
I have no
character
idea.
sheet, it says 1d6 plus 4.
Yeah, this is. Well, this rolled a
Oh.
1d4 plus 3, so.
Huh, that's weird. Why didn't it? It should have rolled. I don't know. Oh, whatever. Do you want me to re-roll the d6
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
add 4 to it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's 6 damage instead of 5.
All right.
The thought that counts.
Wait, no, it's still 5 because you rolled a 2, right?
Oh, yeah, it's plus 3, so it's 3 plus 2, so it's 5.
So no, I get it's plus 4 on my sheet.
Oh,
Oh, so
because it's a
plus-
monk weapon.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah, plus 3 on here.
So
Okay.
at 1 extra damage. That's big.
Hey,
Right,
that
time
might
wise.
help. But yeah, you sink the dagger right in the back of this thing, and it's just like an explosion of red just comes out as you're like a freaking missile flying through the water and stab right into his back.
I'm gonna flurry of blows and just start like punching it for 11
Yeah, that's gonna miss as you like punch into this
for 19.
thick hide, and then the second strike, you bring your elbow down and into the wound that you already made with a dagger.
For
and
8.
This thing looks like it's definitely like your elbow kind of sinks right into the dagger's puncture wound.
And for my second attack with the dagger,
Oops, I just did the wrong one. Sorry.
15 misses.
Yeah.
How much movement did I use to get to him?
See, he was 10 feet, and it was double movement, so you moved 20 feet. It took you to get over to him.
Okay, so I still have. Wait, it took 20 feet to get to him?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're moving at
So
half
you already
speed.
have. So, is that without halving my movement speed? Because I have 45, so I still have 20.
You still have 22 and a half, technically.
Okay, well, I will have 32 and a half because I get drunken techniques
Nice.
and I get 10 more movement speed and I get the disengage action for free. And now I'm going to swim back.
Nice.
That's so
My movement speed. Or the furthest I can go away.
Yeah, you go to the edge of the chamber down there. Sweet.
That's my turn.
Okay. So that after getting blasted in the back, it kind of like swims over towards you. Vossen.
Don't do it!
It gets out of the range of the octopus, so both octopus can make a opportunity attack.
Nice. If they hit, it's still restrained, right?
Yeah. It's still grappled. 21's gonna hit,
10's gonna miss.
and 10's gonna miss. Okay, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Ooh, 7.
7. And he's going to. Let's see if he's grappled.
Yeah, it's only 16, so it's
Yeah.
no. It's worth a shot.
And then it like flails this the tentacle out at Vossen.
Oh god, I'm dead.
No, with a 12 to hit.
Oh, he misses!
Uh,
Thank god.
and
For
then,
now.
and then attacks with a second attack, which
Oh,
also
misses.
misses.
Yes!
And its final attack.
No!
Oh, the 23. It
Oh!
hits you for 11 points of bludgeoning damage. This thing
I'm
crushes
laying
you
there limp.
up against the wall of this cavern,
I'm down.
and your body starts floating up, but it's kind of stuck against the roof of the cavern. All right, go ahead, Taurus.
I'll do my best.
Now this thing is like 5 feet from you, which is looks really
So
injured,
advantage?
but he's pretty mad.
24
24 is gonna hit.
for 14.
Nice. Then you sink this crossbow bolt like right into one of its eyes, and it just starts like screeching out and flailing all its tentacles around.
And then a 13.
And that one's gonna miss.
That's it for my turn.
And then as you do that with its blind eye, it like just kind of like tries to crush you up against the wall. You feel the weight of this tail and it hits you with a 28.
Oh my god.
It hits you for 19 points of bludgeoning damage as it just slams you against the wall. It's just flailing wildly now around the cave. And there's just bubbles and like tentacles flying everywhere. Go ahead, Kolos.
Alright. As my bonus action, I'm going to use my vow of enmity. I don't know how to pronounce that properly.
Sure.
Anonymity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get advantage on all my attack rolls against the creature. I'm still in range of it, right? Melee range?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll swing with the longsword.
First one, yeah, you swing and miss. This thing is just like all over the place.
Amazing.
Oh, the second one hits. Yeah,
Alright.
how do you finish him off?
Oh shit!
Oh. Alright. I swing my sword through his tentacle and then bring it up through the roof of its mouth into its brain.
Oh, yes. And this thing just like just fills the cavern full of blood, and it just kind of like floats up again, and it kind of like pins Vasen's body up against the ceiling. Now you guys are essentially out of combat.
Well, thank God no one died.
As soon as I can, I cast Healing Word on Vasen.
All right, go ahead. 5 points.
5 points.
Apologies, Nautilus didn't see that happen.
I'm alive! I got black shit on me.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
here.
weird.
Let me get that off you.
No, don't.
What?
Why?
Didn't you
I
take
can
your helmet
breathe.
off?
Oh.
Without the helmet.
Oh.
This is strange. What is this?
Wait, but does that mean you can talk technically based on your rule set?
Wait. So yeah, you don't have the helmet on, so you can't actually
Oh, I can't talk.
talk.
Hmm.
No,
But even though you can only breathe water?
Well, but technically now, like, it turns you basically into like a sea-breathing creature. So, like, I guess I'd probably say you could probably talk underwater then, because like you were basically like a sea creature now. So I'll give it to you.
That's hilarious.
Wait, this is strange. Why can I breathe out my helmet and this black shit? It's weird.
So I'm gonna swim over and be like, can I grab you a hat?
You don't have one?
No, I have one.
Why do you want my hat then?
You don't need it.
I look around and I see Vittora sitting there just blowing bubbles.
There's blood mixed in with the bubbles.
Yeah, well, I have a lot more blood than you, believe me. And then hand him the helmet.
Who's him?
Vittoris.
God damn it. Nope. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
What is it called?
Cap of water breathing.
Water breathing.
Let's just hope this lasts. Whatever this is. Coughs up some blood.
I didn't realize that quote was from Dodgeball.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
No blood, yeah.
Yeah. God, what movie was that from? Oh my God.
That sounded
That's
familiar.
fantastic.
Hector,
Yeah.
what is this shit?
I think it's the
Is
same
it like
shit.
the black shit like all over me?
Yeah, it's like still all over your robes. It's like a sticky, gooey, like ooze.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
same
You got
shit.
anything to put some of this in?
Yeah, I mean, I already collected some from that cliff.
Are you sure it's the same stuff?
I mean, it looks the same stuff. I'll get some more. Actually, I'm not. I don't want to touch this shit again. When I had the helmet on
you
there.
got a vial, just toss it in, like, put it in the water, and I'll scoop
Sure.
some of this in it.
I probably have a vial or two. Hang them out.
Do I have to attune to this thing?
I'll just put it on. I'll grab the vial he kind of, like, floated, and I, like, scoop like a little sample as best I can in the jar and tuck it away.
Nice. You have one vial of strange slimy goo. All right, so yeah, you guys are at the bottom of this pit with the dead aboleth and a bunch of bones of Sahaugen. What do you want to do?
I want to. I don't know. See if there's anything I can use the aboleth like bits or guts for my brewing and potion making and whatnot.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check.
While he's doing that, we're at the bottom, right? Like, this is the bottom of this little cave area.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna like slowly swim around because I'm fucking gimped and look for, anything worthwhile, like maybe treasure or something.
Okay. So while you're doing that, Hector's over there and he's just like hacking into this thing's head, and you end up cutting out some of its a section of its like really like to you this is this really intricate like brain. You're looking at this thing like this is unique, and you grab a nice little chunk of it and put it in one of your jars.
And there's a long sword like line through the middle of it.
Yeah.
I use that to take one half the chunk, the other half I cut my little other.
I'm gonna start casting detect magic as a ritual.
Okay. What were you doing, Boston? You're searching around for valuables?
Valuables or anything that I would find important for the task that we're... I guess that's a little too broad. Yeah, just valuables.
All right, so without having to roll anything, you just kind of look around at the bottom of this cave. The only thing that looks like any value is you see a few weapons down there. There's a few tridents and spears. They actually look in pretty decent shape. Like they're not like all rusted or anything. Like they haven't been down here for very long.
I'll look over at Kolos and like, hey, these worth anything? I don't know anything about these things, these spear-like things.
I go over and I investigate. Should I use a perception or investigation check?
You can do investigation check. You don't know much about them. There's some spears and tridents.
To my knowledge, no, they don't look any different.
All right. I'm just gonna float, I guess, a little bit up and slowly, I guess, make my way out of this hole towards the. We're looking for something in this shipwreck, right?
Before you swim away, I'm going to touch you and myself.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
People are watching.
Only when you think about me do I want you to do that.
I'm going to give him 12 points of healing. I'm going to give myself 13.
Okay, so do you want to use your... You don't want to heal cure his disease, though, do you?
I don't know. Does lay hands cure disease?
It does.
Yes, it does.
5 points or more.
Yep.
Does what? I'll just not take 12. I'll take 4 points.
7.
What did you say? 5 points
5
or more?
points or more, you can cure a
points.
disease. Yeah.
You can choose to cure a
I don't know
disease,
if you
or
can
does it have to cure
I
a
don't know, let me
disease?
look
So my recommendation is you consistently heal him for 4 points of damage.
My understanding was it took 5 points out of the pool and it cured disease instead of healing. But
Right. That's how lay hands works. I have 25 points total of healing.
Oh,
I can
okay.
expend
Okay.
5 to get rid of your disease.
Okay.
So that's what I'll do. Then I'll give you 7 to heal.
Yeah, I don't want to lose the disease. That's keep me swimming like you,
Okay.
breathing
well, then-
like you. So just 12 healing.
All right, then
All right,
12 healing.
okay.
There we go.
If it goes away, you can still breathe. You'll just lose the ability to talk.
Yeah. But right now I'm kind of liking this weirdness.
Can you breathe underwater?
Yeah, because the slime on me is diseasing me, so I can't breathe anything but water.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm just noticing that I can breathe underwater. I don't know that when I guess I had the helmet on and I couldn't breathe. So.
Yeah.
So you'd
Yeah.
probably suffocate if you got rid of the disease right now.
Well, no, I would still have the underwater breathing spell that was put on me.
Oh,
I believe, right? The helmet was just so I could talk.
Yeah, the spell's still in effect for like
Yeah,
20 hours.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
it's really just so I could speak underwater, and it just
Alright.
feels like something weird, and I'm just letting it go.
Feels so good.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna slowly make my way up, injured, and not trying to get too far away from everybody.
Okay, so you make your way out to the top of this thing, and like you notice, like as you get out of this cave, like the water is like you can breathe a lot more clearly up here. It's not all full of blood and disease.
I'm gonna just like float and like kind of like sit on like a little rock ledge and take like a little breather while everyone's searching around.
I'm going to cut off the thing's head, and then just bring it up on top, like up out of the hole, and just put it on the seafloor. For right now.
The brainless head, sure.
Yes.
I'll hand you a spear and say, hey, if you want to pin it down, you can use this.
Sure.
It doesn't go anywhere.
Sure.
So while you're up there, like Boston, you kind of like take a break for a minute, and all of a sudden, like out of the corner of your eye from like the darkness, you see like approaching into the area, these two massive sharks start swimming towards you.
Do I notice the sharks?
You do. What's your passive perception? Yeah, you notice them too. These two massive sharks just like smell the blood and they start coming into this area.
I'm gonna swim towards them and then talk to them. Hang on a second.
Hi, sharks.
I'm gonna tell them that there's free food down there and to try to leave it or attempt to have them leave us alone.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
So like they understand free food and they come like rushing into the cave and start attacking the octopus.
not what I meant, but that's fine.
That's fine. We're just gonna like leave the cave while they have like a kaiju battle. It's fine.
Yes.
They can just duke it out with each other.
All right. So yeah. So you guys all kind of make your way out of the cave and you hear these sharks just chomping down on bits of aboleth and attacking these giant octopus down there. So it's a straight up battle.
Oh no! What is going on?
I'm gonna have the octopus send out their ink squid shit too, both of them, and then just disappear.
Okay. All right. So what are you guys doing as these sharks are kind of busy sidetracked down there?
I like sigh and pull the dagger out and look at everybody. And look at the dagger.
And actually, can I have everybody roll survival checks too?
Yeah.
Kolos, you're getting advantage. Ooh. Who rolled that 7? Oh, that was Kolos. Okay, so like everybody else seems to be pretty good. You can feel the cold is starting to like set in, but Hector, you're really starting to notice it, and you're going to start suffering at one level of exhaustion as the cold water is starting to really affect you.
Damn. Exhaustion. Level 1.
Enjoy. Gosh, it sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think first level's not terrible.
Yeah, it's just disadvantage on ability checks.
Oof.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm just gonna cast Detect Magic, Falling Snodler suit, and make a.
Actually, after 10
Sorry for
minutes, I don't know if 10 minutes have passed, but if
Probably not quite,
wait.
but I'm assuming it will now. I mean, the shark showed up definitely in less than 10
Like,
minutes.
where are the sharks from me? I swam up like above, the killing zone and like on a ledge. I was thinking kind of more like right below this, like a ledge right in here.
Yeah, you saw the sharks just like jet right down into the hole. So like they're all.
Can I see everybody else down there?
Everybody else at this point has kind of made their way out of the pit. While
So they're not even in the pit.
No, just the sharks are. They're eating whatever's down there.
Oh, all right,
They seem to be occupied. Kolos told them to go eat.
He told them to eat.
Yeah, and they were cool with that for the moment, I suppose. So.
Oh, all right.
He said there was free food down in the hole.
Well, I see that. I'm just like, put the dagger in my mouth and start swimming.
Well, I guess head towards the shipwreck.
Yeah,
Tim.
I'm heading towards Kolos. Like how he knows what's going on down here, and I'm just a fucking a tadpole in this little pond.
Okay, so you guys, to Snouters, you were casting Detect Magic. You're sensing something magical coming from one of the sections of the ship. Kind of like in the right-hand section over in this area.
Which area? Can you ping again?
Like this side of the ship.
Ooh. So, that was fake sound alerts. So, Snodler's, there's some... So, is it an aura? Is it an item? Is it a spell? Like, I should... Or how about this? I think I get what school it is.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking up.
It's only 30 feet, technically, but...
What the hell? Yeah, we'll get back to that. You guys are making your way towards the ship then?
Yeah.
Oh, I called it the wrong thing. Sorry.
I also cast Detect Magic, and I'm spreading out from Snodlers so we can get a bigger radar going on.
You don't know that I casted it.
You did it as a ritual.
You're right. I could have ritualed anything. You see me take out a piece of paper. I'm now casting Illusionary Script as a ritual. Suck it.
Hey, look, that one looks different than the spell I also know how to cast. It's probably not the same one.
Can you do ritual spells?
What?
Can druids do rituals?
Yeah.
Not everyone can.
All full casters can, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so as you detect it, like you get a little bit closer. I think it's abjuration magic. It's an item that's giving off an aura. You can pinpoint it. It's a small aura that's kind of glowing from inside the ship.
There's an item or something small in here. Maybe it's a pseudo dragon. It's magical.
Aren't you in there?
Get in there.
But aren't you small and magical?
No. Snodless is impressed by you, but it doesn't change how I feel.
Okay, so now you make your way into the ship, and as you walk in, you start seeing more of this damage. Like the ship is like been ripped apart. Again, you see like more of these arrows kind of littering the deck, and like large holes everywhere in the ship. More of these like circular holes. And you make your way through the bottom like of this storage compartment. You find a small chest. Actually, there's several small chests, but this one that you're drawn to is more like a small lockbox.
Like small enough that I can just pick it up, or
yeah, small enough that like it'll fit in your hands.
So, is it able to be opened? Is the object glowing, or is what's inside glowing?
What's inside is glowing from the box. It's just a small, simple wooden box, and there's a clasp on it, but it's not locked. It's not like a lock on it. It's just a metal clasp.
I will open it.
All right, so you open it up, and you see it's full of these beautiful gems. They're all these loose stones. There's 8 small rubies, a small diamond, 3 small emeralds, and there's this thing that's glowing. This small item. It's like the size of like like a ping pong ball size, and it is giving off this abjuration magic.
Then I will close it back up and say that there's a lot of Snodler's found a lot of gems, and there's a little pearl ball that seems to be magical. We will have to investigate that later. I fear that I would lose it if I tried to do it now.
Nice.
As he's doing that, I swim in and start looking around the other boxes and shit.
Yeah, so you guys start going through some of these other boxes, and nothing's locked, but like you look and you find there's like a crate of like silverware and plates and like ornate like dinnerware and flatware and stuff. You find there's like a box that contains like clothing, like you kind of like break open this lid and it's got like fancy silk dresses and like nobles tunics and things like that. But you kind of like go through some of the stuff and it's similar sort of things. There's a lot of like random goods like that, and they're like higher value. You find one that's like a crate full of these like beautiful portraits, but like the water has like ruined all the paint on them and it's all like smudged off, and you can't even make out like what these portraits, who they were.
Can we tell, like, by the stuff that's here, by like whose ship this was? Like, is there anything like make like a almost like a crest or something that shows that this ship was, sailed by a certain group of people?
So you don't notice anything from like the inside of where you're at. Like you're inside like a cargo hold, and there's nothing like of that around. But while you're also like searching around, you do find a like this like ornate chest, and it doesn't have a lock on it either. And you open the chest up, and it's just full of gold. You have 1,800 gold.
Hmm? I look at Snodlers. I point at the box. Point at the gold.
I shrug my shoulders.
How are we gonna... There's gold in here.
Snodler's found magic. Magic is priceless.
Yeah. Yeah, but gold is gold.
Would you like me to melt it down?
What are you, crazy? You know how much booze I could buy with this?
Snodler's understands. I too have an addiction.
I guess I gather the gold.
Right. Yeah, Snodler's ignores it, but only because he's already too heavy.
It's a lot of gold. So Vitoris and Hector, you guys are in the opposite side of the ship, I take it?
Yeah, I figured
Yeah.
I'd come over here and see what's around in the front half.
All right, so yeah, you guys are looking at this section of the ship. You kind of like looking around. You start seeing there's like a lot more like quarters in here, and you're kind of making your way through these decks, and you're swimming around, and you open up one of these rooms, and you see the body of an individual. He has like a he's not quite a skeleton. The water has kind of like preserved him, but he definitely has like his flesh is kind of like bloated and like kind of like deteriorated, and he's wearing like a red bandana, and he's got this red sash tied to his belt, and he's just kind of like waterlogged and just like pinned up against one of the walls inside this thing, inside the ship. In his room, you just see like a desk and a small bed and living quarter sort of stuff that you would find.
I'll search the desk.
Go ahead and do an investigation check. So you start like going through the desk, and it's got a bunch of like old parchment and stuff, and but like as you like start pulling it out, it's like kind of all just like deteriorated in the water, and there's nothing that's like salvageable or like readable.
Shame.
I also have detect magic going on this other ship. Do we pick anything up over here, or is it all pretty clean?
Yeah, it's pretty clean. You're not picking up anything over here. You guys kind of make your way around through there, and you find you eventually make your way like up through the stairs and make your way back onto the top deck, and you see like a bunch of like scimitars that are like stuck into the deck. You see there's this other guy, another guy. He's got a similar red sash on him, and he's stuck into like in like a cargo net, and he's got like an arm that's ripped off, and he's like all like badly mutilated. But other than that, you don't find any more goods or anything like that that's usable.
Can we tell if it was the red bandanas who were like the original inhabitants of the ship, or if they were the ones like boarding party? It kind of seems like because they were in the cruise cabin, they were like, but I'm not sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell that like this guy was in like the captain's quarters below deck. You know, that like he seems like he was a sea prince, and then the guy on top also, you know, was similar. So I guess you guys could kind of like deduce that this was one of their ships. This was a sea prince ship.
Gotcha.
But who attacked it? You don't know.
Can I check out some of the arrows and see if they're like, I don't know, real distinct, like special fletchings or arrowheads or anything like that?
Sure, make an investigation check.
I assume it's been more than 10 minutes since our fight, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just checking. Investigation. Not great.
Nope, especially because you're gonna have disadvantage. So I mean, regardless.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Regardless, you look at the arrows, and you know, they just look like arrows to you. There's nothing really distinguished about them.
Fair enough. Well, I'm cold as fuck. Let's see what they found. Head over to the other half of the ship.
Yeah. Meet up with all them. We found nada. Some bodies.
Yeah, it looks like this was a sea prince ship, but that's about all we got.
Kolos,
Yeah,
what are you doing over there?
literally just standing here watching, looking around. Make
Let's
sure,
swim up next to you.
make sure the sharks aren't coming after us or something like that.
Did you just talk to those sharks a little bit ago?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you do that?
My people, we can talk to any sea creature.
Can they?
They
Can
they
you
can-
understand them?
No, they can understand me though.
So if you tell them to fuck off, will they fuck off?
Probably not.
Oh, so they don't listen to you. You just talk to them.
I talk to them. They can understand what I'm saying, and it's up to them whether they want to know or want to do what I say.
Where's the head of that fucking thing that we killed?
Back by the pit where I walked into it.
Dude, you planning on bringing that back?
Yeah,
But aren't the sharks over there?
they're in the pit. What are you afraid of? They're only sharks.
I haven't seen them up close like this. It's a little unnerving.
Oh, they're all right.
So sure you can't tell them to fuck off and they'll listen, right?
I could tell them to fuck off, but whether they'll listen, I have no clue. Why, do you want to go back in the pit?
Well, I figured you were trying to bring your trophy home, and we gotta go back to the pit to get that, right?
No, I left it outside of the pit on top, like on the same level as where we're standing.
Well, I get that, but the sharks swam in the pit, so what's stopping them from swimming out and eating what's out of the pit?
Nothing.
I don't know if you're understanding me quite right.
I
Did you
know
take some
exactly
hits
what.
in the head.
No, I understand it completely, but I'm not afraid of sharks.
This is very confusing to me.
It'd be like if you were afraid of a wolf. Like he's just growing up with him. It's fine.
Yeah. It's actually a.
I can't hear you all the way over there.
No, we rejoined you on this side.
I don't even see your token.
Oh, it's underneath my little octopus here. Let me just move this guy out of the way. Bop.
Oh, all right, that makes sense. I'm like, whoa.
Sorry about that.
He's just riding on his head, you know.
I'm like, I'm hearing fucking shit in the water.
It's like octopus like wrapped around my neck. Like, just, yeah, it's fine.
Were we here just to clear out this area, or like, are we looking for something?
Yeah, he asked us to come kill this aboleth, and then we were supposed to. He said anything we find on the ship, we could keep. I believe.
Was he specific about saying aboleth?
If I remember correctly, he mentioned
thought he did.
something. Yeah.
I made. Yeah.
Your king said there was an aboleth down here?
Yes. I'm like 99% sure he said
He did.
that.
He
Okay.
mentioned, he said, we believe it to be an aboleth.
Yeah, because I remember like asking if I knew what that was, and it was like me and like Kolos and maybe Snolders knew what it was.
I thought Vitoris couldn't talk down here.
I gave him
He
the
has
helmet.
Oh, you have the
Yeah.
helmet.
So I'm
It
still
all gets so
slimed.
confusing.
No.
It's gonna be,
I'm slimed.
it's gonna
Too
be
much to
fine.
keep track of.
Yeah, I forgot. Watson slimed.
All right. I mean, do we search both halves?
We didn't find anything in the other one. A couple bodies, a desk with parchment that turned up garbage the second I opened up the drawer.
So Snodler's found some shiny things and some magic thing.
What kind of shiny things and magic thing?
I have no idea. I don't know that shit. I know booze. If it was booze, I'd tell you.
Well, I'm getting cold as hell, and I really don't want to stay down here any longer. So let's get that fucking head and leave.
All right, Coles, let's get that fucking head and leave.
Alright. Well, I swim over and grab the head.
You need help with that?
Nah, I'll be alright.
That's
I love how you're like-
way I'm like shouting, trying to shout it.
I was gonna say I love your like whisper shouting, and sharks don't have ears.
No, I was doing that because I'm assuming the water. It's like trying to scream underwater. Have you ever tried that?
Fair enough.
So I'm like trying to swim behind Kolos, but it's obviously lagging behind.
It's gonna take a while. Alright, so you guys headed back up the shelf? Or are you gonna stay down here for some more time?
No, we're getting the hell out of Dutch. I mean,
Out of here. This place sucks. I don't like it.
Alright, so you guys make your way back up, and it takes a while to get back up.
as we're going up, I'm just pointing at shit and asking Kolos, what's that? What is this? Like a fucking kid that's never been anywhere before.
I just point out that it's rocks and seaweed and coral.
Hey, is there any seaweed down here I could use for my?
Okay.
Go ahead, make a survival check. We'll say that
Listen.
there was some down on the bottom before you came up.
I'm asking Kolos, is anything down here? Do you make
Nice.
alcohol with any of this?
Survival or nature? I forgot
Do a
what you
nature
said.
check, yeah.
Nature. All right.
I mean, we don't make alcohol out of this stuff now.
4.
It was a
What do you make alcohol of down here?
So yeah, you don't really know what any of this stuff is, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
We don't actually make alcohol.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. I'll take you to the tavern if you can stomach it.
How is it alcoholic?
Yes,
So how do you make it?
you don't. You grow it.
You grow alcohol? What?
Yes,
The fuck?
yes. I won't
right.
ruin the surprise.
I'm so intrigued now.
Let's get out of the pit and back to the city. And then if you can
You know,
handle it,
And
enjoy
the whole
yourself.
time I'm sitting here like just nonstop questioning about growing alcohol.
All right, so it takes like a good half hour or so. You guys are just swimming, and a lot of times, like Kolos helps you guys up and gets you a little boost, and you make your way back up to the shelf, like completely exhausted now. Everybody has one level of exhaustion except for Hector. Now has 2,
Yeah.
which I don't know what 2 does. Let's see.
I think it's like disadvantage on a bunch of stuff.
Speed halved.
Speed halved. Okay.
Ooh.
So is that quartered now?
Yeah, right.
Underwater, yeah.
Yeah, you're barely doing anything. So you guys make your way back up to the central spire, and the guards let you in, and you make your way back down the hall to the central chamber, the council chamber. You enter the chamber, and you see King Dorvos sitting there, and he's kind of like sitting there. He's got his leg crossed over the other, and he's kind of like kind of leaning over, and he's talking to the young Triton girl, the enchantress. That I don't remember if you guys talked to her or not, but. But
Not
anyway.
very much.
Yeah, he's kind of like, you guys, as you enter the room, he's kind of like leaning over, and he doesn't look very kingly or official, and he looks like he's just kind of like flirting with this, with the enchantress across the other chair. And so you guys come in, and he doesn't even notice you guys are in the room.
Your Highness. And then I bow my head and go down on a knee. Still dragging the head with me.
As soon as I get to breathable air, I probably start choking because I still have the slime on me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like choking. I'm like pointing at the fucking slime.
So
Can I reach over and...
Yeah, as soon as you you enter the chamber of acid, you start suffocating.
Can I hit him with a lesser restoration again?
Sure.
As soon as I see him gagging for air, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this one before.
And yeah, Vasset is no longer diseased.
Oh god, what the hell? That was weird.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Ah, man, maybe you could make a potion out of that or something.
Maybe. I think I already have some. I'll compare when I get back to the lab. I got some other stuff that...
As soon as I can start breathing again, I take the stop off my gourd and take a big swig.
That's the stuff.
Oh god, that's a lot better.
Hey, Vasen?
Yeah, man.
Is that the longest you've been without a drink for a while?
Yes. Oh god, yes.
That was only a couple of hours, bro.
Exactly.
Are you okay?
And I am now.
I look at his hands. How shaky is he on a scale of?
I'm a monk. I don't shake.
Fair enough. Rock solid. And then I just kind of I remember where we are and turn to face the king and
I do not put the cork back on my gourd though. I just sit there holding it.
Yeah, as you guys enter, Kolos gets his attention, and the king's like, "Oh, yes. Oh, I see that you all survived. This is excellent. Come, and he stands up and come, feast with me, my friends." And he calls over to one of his servants and says, "Bring these heroes some food, some drink, everything." And he comes over, starts crossing this giant starfish mosaic, and he's like, "Tell me all the news. What had happened?" And he sees the head in your hand.
I present the head to him, and I said, "A trophy for you."
Oh, this is amazing. This was the creature?
Yes.
You see, like the guy that you recognize, the Kolos, the military guy. He kind of like he's nodding in like approval to you as you like present this head. And King Dorvos is like, I knew it. I had a good feeling about you guys. Definitely worthy of spending time here in our city. Welcome. Where's that food? And he looks over his shoulder, and the servants come out with this cart, and there's this like huge spread of it's all fish. So there's like different like sushi-looking raw fish, and there's like some plates of like looks like kelp or some sort of seaweed, and here, enjoy. You all must be starved after your journey.
Yes, I'm thirsty. Also, Kalos here said you grow alcohol here.
Grow? I don't know about growing anything, but we do harvest from the fish around here. Have you ever tried it?
Fish alcohol? What?
Well, it's not alcohol, like as you landwalkers would call it. You see, how do I explain this? The Trilora fish. Here, servants, bring some of the aged Trilora out. And they're like, right away, sire, right away. And these guys rush off to like a different chamber. Anyway, tell me, what was this? Did anybody get hurt?
Hurt?
Yeah, the battle.
Whatever the fuck that was, it kicked my ass.
Yeah, but most things do. To be fair, I just grabbed a little bit of an elbow.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Oh, this is. I would love to hear more tales of your adventures. Would you like to stay for a while? We could set you up in the spire.
We can't stay too long. We have other engagements.
So at this point, as in the middle of you talking, these servants come back with a platter on their hands, and it looks like it's a large stone bowl, and inside of it is all this like wrapped up like pinkish colored noodly looking stuff that's kind of like all loose in this thing. And he's like, yes, the Trilora is here. Friends, what was your name again? Talking to you, Vasen.
It's Vasen. Vasen Vaz.
Mr. Vasen, this is Trilora. Try it. It's very excellent. Comparable to what you landwalkers call alcohol.
Trilora fish?
Yeah, the Trilora fish. Yeah.
It's like what's it? What does it look like to me?
It looks like these pinkish kind of noodles.
Like worms? Like
yeah, it kind of looks like worms. Yeah, it definitely has like a slimy sort of texture.
Does it look like that one coral that is like finger-like, like pink finger-like coral?
Not really. This is definitely like more coiled up. Like spaghetti looking.
I just like, oh, whatever, and then just put one in my mouth.
Big old like he holds it up in the air and just slurps down this big noodle. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. So this stuff is you get this like strange taste of like alcohol, but it's not really like more of like a pleasant alcohol. It's more of like a burning feeling, Vasen. And you start like coughing, like it's like really hot sort of tasting like if you had like really like spicy chicken wings.
Yeah. No, like spicy hot.
Yeah. So Dorvos is like, excellent, isn't it? These are made from the finest intestines of the Trilora fish.
This is the intestines of the fish?
Yes, it's a delicacy here.
Does it get you drunk?
And as soon as you say that, you start feeling a little like dizzy and lightheaded.
And then after I have that, I was like, here, this is something that I've made, and hand him my gourd.
And he looks over and grabs it and kind of sniffs it a little bit, and he's like, I drink this?
Yeah, just fucking smash it back.
Have him butt chug it.
So I mean, he knows the ways of customs of people. He probably wouldn't butt chug, but so he grabs it and he takes a sip back, and he let's see what he does. So he takes a sip back and he coughs a little bit right off the bat. He's like, tastes terrible. But I'm sure your people like this a lot.
Yes, delicious. Where I'm from.
Personally, I prefer more of the Trilora. And he reaches over and he grabs a big old intestine and he just shoves it in his mouth. This is the stuff. Would anybody else like some? How rude of me. Here. And he like grabs a hold of the bowl and he kind of like hands it over and like waves it around in front of the rest of you.
Absolutely, I'm gonna grab some, and I'm gonna try and intercept Voss's gourd on the way back to him, so I can like take a slurp of this thing and then like chase it with some alcohol.
Okay.
As he's handing it around, I'm like whispering to him, "Is there any way I can get a crate of this on the way out of here?"
My God.
Well, yeah, of course, anything for you guys.
Thanks.
I mean, you should stay, see a little bit of our customs here. I have to warn you, though, the people of the city aren't used to seeing outsiders, so...
I do wish to speak to your... I don't know what it's called down here, but on land it's like... We call them, like, lore masters?
Lore masters. Well, and he points over to one of the council members that are sitting there. We don't call them lore masters, but...
They have knowledge of old things and... ancient rituals and shit like that.
Oh, for ancient things, a lot of us Tritons here, we grow up on this. It's part of our heritage is to study the past and to always be mindful of the past, and it helps us protect the future.
One of those guys. Do we got anyone around like that?
All of us have quite an extensive knowledge of the past. What is it you seek, my friend Voss?
Well, kind of the reason why we ventured to Kolos's home is on land we're being... we keep getting attacked by these weird vampires with this weird mark, and I show them the marking of the symbol of Dagon.
Oh, yes, Dagon. We all know the children's story of Dagon.
But what if I told you I've seen it? Like the actual Dagon.
Oh, then...
On the water.
Well, that's very surprising. What do you know of this, Hethin? And he looks over at the young enchantress woman. And she's like, I'm still new. I don't really know much about this. I don't see how he'd be back. He was exiled centuries ago. I don't know. The portal to the abyss has been closed.
How was he exiled?
Helm shut the portal and banished him and destroyed his trident. Everybody knows that story. And,
Can you tell me this story?
So Dorvos says, sit down, and he has a seat at his on his throne, and he points over to some chairs that are kind of off to the side. Have a seat.
I pull up a seat and grab another Trilora fish intestine, and then chase it with some of my own brew.
Okay, so go ahead and make a Constitution save. Okay, so this time again, Hector surprisingly did pretty good with his, but Vossen, you have another one of these, and you start feeling super buzzed now, really you're actually feeling kind of drunk. So you're definitely you're definitely feeling it. You're going to be disadvantaged on anything else that any other.
Excellent.
This is probably the drunkest that Vossen has been in a long time.
That's some good stuff. Continue with your stories.
So Dorvos is like, maybe humans shouldn't have too much of this. I don't know if you can handle this.
This is
Anyway, and he takes the bowl back and calls some of the servants, and he says, "Well, the story of the Trident. Well, all of us here know that when Dagon was his attempt at taking over the coast was thwarted, the Trident was dismantled into 5 pieces and spread throughout the realm of the sea. However, the Tritons of the past, we were very secretive people. We didn't wish to get involved in affairs of others, but it was until after this that we decided that we needed to help protect the realm, and this is when Tritons actually came to the material plane. But that's another story. The pieces of the Trident, I'm not sure where any of them are. I've heard rumors.
What are the rumors?
I've heard rumors that the Shark Queen is in possession of one of the spines of the Trident. I can tell you what it looks like is the Trident has 3 of these long horn-licking spines that are on there. They're attached by a crossbar and a shaft, and it is all magically bound by the gem of Umberlee. The location of most of these I don't know, but rumor has it the Shark Queen's lair to the south, she has one. I've never been there, but
So Stondless needs to know, like, do you believe in Umberlee, but do not believe in this other Trident stealer guy?
we believe in Umberlee. Where there is good, there is evil. As we believe in Procan, we also believe in Umberlee.
Procan?
Procan is the merciful god of the sea, while as Umberlee is the evil goddess of the sea. More of this.
What?
He's like, focus.
Did someone say Trident?
I do know somebody that could help you. If you travel to the village of Seacrest, the sea elf chief there, Fathomir Beliasha, he knows of the Shark Queen. He has some sort of past relationship with her.
Did you were there do you know if there were any Tridents put on the land?
Yeah, so he's starting to look like discouraged, and he's starting to look past you, Vossen, and he's like addressing the rest of the group. He's like, well, I do not know if there was any pieces of this put on land, but perhaps the only place that knows the true
There's blue light. Yeah, there's blue lights on land. We saw big giant beams. You guys seen them, right?
and he's like, blue lights? We haven't seen them.
They're on land. How are you gonna see them down here if they're on land?
Have you, Hathrin? Have you ever heard of this sort of magic? And she speaks up. She's like, I've only studied with enchantments, and I'm sorry, I can't be of help. But possibly the sea elf chief. They're much more skilled with that of magic. Durvos, he's like, well, I'm sorry I can't be more of a help, but I know centuries ago this was all documented, and if there's any place to find any ancient texts would be in below the library of Candlekeep, where
Creeping candles? We got a thing. I got a pamphlet. I pulled a little pamphlet out.
and it's all destroyed and wet
It's
because
soggy, wet, and nasty. It's just like, you're like, what is that dilapidated thing?
Stondless thinks we should have asked the Aboleth all of this.
What is an aboleth?
Touche.
Just pointing out that the more Vossen speaks and the drunker he gets, the more embarrassed Kolos is.
Sir Kolos, is there a problem?
No, Your Highness. If you don't have a problem, I don't have a problem.
Has the Brotherhood of Prokan destroyed the raiding party, the Sahaugen?
Yes.
Well, that is excellent news. I'm glad we have brave warriors defending our city. At that point, that the big Triton, the military guy, he stands up and he's like, "Kolos, while you were gone, we did capture a Sahaugen warrior who was wounded in the raid. He told us some information, something that you may or may not know, but if you guys are deciding to go out and search for Dagon's Trident pieces, this could be of help to Sahaugen before he bled out. He told us that they are disciples of Dagon, and they are seeking out pieces of the Trident. However, they do not know where it is. They've been attacking settlements on land and by sea. So perhaps if you find Sahaugen, they can help lead you to the Trident. If not, be sure to find the pieces before they do.
The Sahaugen?
Yes, the Sahaugen. They're what responsible for this raid on our city.
Sahaugen are pirates, but the Sahaugen, they ain't got any food.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Your Highness, for him.
We're in your debt. I understand. The humans cannot handle the type of delicacies that we are used to down here. Perhaps he needs a rest. Guards, could you escort my friend here, Vossen, to some chambers to maybe sleep it off? And these two guards come over and they kind of like put their arms like under your elbows, Vossen, and kind of pick you up off your feet, off the chair.
I lean over to the guard and be like, "Don't forget to send the crates in my boat."
Oh, yeah. Okay, buddy. Come with us. And they kind of like walk off down like the opposite hallway, kind of like off to the left of where you guys came in. And Boston, they kind of like drag you down the hallway, and they open a door and just bring you into just like a simple room. And there's nothing really on the walls. It's literally just like a bed in a room. And they just kind of like plop you on the bed, and they're like, "Sleep it off, sir. Sleep it off." And then they just leave you there and they walk out.
I lay down.
So Darvos addresses everybody else. Oh, well, is there anything else that I can help you with? It appears that this fate is now on all of our brows. We must maybe fight these Sahaugen together.
Yeah, the
Town of Saltmarsh and the lizard folks of the swamp have joined an alliance against the Sahaugen.
Well, this is excellent news. I appreciate the races coming together to fight this common enemy. Perhaps I too shall send some troops to aid in this fight. And he looks over at another one of these council members, and he's like, Redis, would you care to travel to this salt marsh and speak to them? Maybe we could broker some sort of truce to send troops to help. And he stands up and he's like, yes, right away, sir. I have traveled there before. I know of it well. And then he sits back down.
Kolos is going to look up at the military paladin, and kind of hopefully subtly, with the little air of subtlety, there we go, say, what about some of the brothers?
What about some of the brothers? You think we can spare to send them to aid in this battle against an army of Sahaugen?
I was kind of hoping we had some.
Personally, I think it's more of a plan to keep the Brotherhood here to safeguard the city in case of another attack.
Makes sense.
They may come back. They may be. Sir, I believe that they are, and he's speaking to Dorvos. Like, they must think that we have something here in our city that would lead them to the Trident. Am I out of line saying this? And Dorvos like sits down. And he's like, well, I've only been the king of this city for 10 years, so I'm in my short term. I have not heard of anything like this, so I don't know. So, the king says, it's settled. I'll send a representative to Saltmarsh to discuss some sort of aid. Maybe we could spare some troops. And I welcome you guys to stay here as long as you like and continue your travels. It is for the good of all the realm that you find these pieces of the Trident.
Snodlers needs to understand you have rooms like this one with air, right?
Yes, you're all welcome to stay right here in the spire. This is for our guests. And your friend Vasin is in one of the rooms right now.
Understood.
That sounds most excellent.
Kolos is not going to stay in the spire.
As you wish, Kolos.
Am I hearing footsteps?
I don't know.
Not for me.
I don't think so. I'm not hearing them.
I thought I heard like footsteps.
So when was the last time you slept? Because audio hallucinations are one of the first things that happen.
Last night?
Perhaps you need a rest as well. Vitoris. Guards, please show Vitoris to his room.
I go with the guards.
And they bring you down the hall and open a door and say, hope these accommodations will suit you well. And you walk in, it's literally just a bed.
Perfect. I will lay down. I guess go to sleep.
So that's just the king and Hector standing there. Would you like to tell me any stories of your adventures? Oh, and Snodlers is there as well. You didn't go to bed, right?
No, I'm still up.
Tell me of your adventures. What do you call yourselves?
We're the travelers. Snodlers has been chronicling the whole thing. Well, most of it.
No, Snodlers hasn't. But I am trying to get them to change the names to the Holiday Makers.
Interesting. I personally have never really traveled outside of the city. I would like to, maybe someday.
Snodlers recommends it. If you ever want to learn Undercommon, come to the Underdogs. Snodlers will make sure you're taken care of.
Well, that sounds excellent. Maybe someday when my term here as king is over, I will take you up on that.
It's great. There's no sun, just like here. In fact, Snodlers believes that there's a lot of similarities between our worlds, and I never would have realized. Aboleths, for instance.
Oh, yes. That is the first one that I have seen. And hopefully it is the last.
Yeah, those things hit like a ton of bricks.
Well, like Snodler said, the first rule of them is to not get seen by them.
So tell me more. We do not get very many visitors down here. Here and there we get simple merchants and sea elves will come here, and the occasional human trader, but...
Well, Snodler's. It's from Underdark, as we just said. I also know very little about anything but the Underdog. So Snodler's is up here to learn more.
We are from the same cloth, then, my friend.
As
I hear rumors of piracy running rampant on the waters. Is it something we should be concerned with?
Well, I don't think they've figured out. Well, first of all, I don't think they know of you. Like, we just found out only from Kolos. Other than that, we would have no idea that this whole city existed. So you're probably safe as far as that is concerned. Also, the pirates they're mostly just, I mean, not pushovers, but I mean, against the city, they don't really have a chance. So
No, exactly. And seeing how humans are not as strong as Tritons, we would have no problem helping you out. I mean, it is our duty to aid the less fortunate.
that would be fantastic. Actually, we've been having trouble like finding them, and then when we do finally fight them, they just run away.
Yes, cowardly. Understandable. I will look into this. So, traveling, huh? It seems like an interesting profession.
Yeah, the name just I don't even remember where we got the name from, but it's just sort of stuck. We're kind of fixers. We go here and there and do what we did here to help people with their problems. Some big, some small.
Well,
You know?
perhaps in the future you will return back here and tell me more tales. I'm curious to know more of the outside world.
It's an interesting city you got. I definitely would like to come back here for a vacation sometime.
That's funny. Beware if you go down to the city, though. Most people do not speak Common down there. Can you
What-
speak Aquan or Primordial?
In Primordial, I say a little.
Well, perhaps you would be okay. Most commoners and people of the city have never seen the likes of gnomes or other races like yourselves. Not that they are not accepting, but I wouldn't like there to be any trouble.
Honestly, it's not those things would be weird if they were accepting. I know if we find an elf in the Undercommon, it's never good business.
Do you kill them?
I mean, no.
So your people are merciful people, not savage murderers.
Not savage murderers, but Snodlers has seen far too many drow to think that there's anything but drow.
Drow. What are these drow? I have never met a drow.
It's kind of like an elf, but not really. They're black.
Interesting.
I just realized how fucking racist.
I was gonna say that, but
I was like, oh my god.
I was like, wow.
wow, it's not, this just got dark.
I was just like, Jesus, fuck. I wonder
my
if he
bad.
realized what he just
No.
said.
Like I don't know notionally how you would put it, but when I tried to describe it, it was like purple and like darker skin. But then I was like, fuck. Oh, sorry.
You're putting these on
Don't
the
worry,
internet, right, Sean?
This video is only gonna probably get like 5 to 10 views, so you'll
Oh,
probably
no.
be fine.
No, that's not what I meant.
We can edit this part out though.
No, thank God.
Snobler's a racist.
All of a sudden, like, oh, my camera doesn't work anymore.
I won't flash your address on the screen. That's fine.
Please send hate mail too.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So the elves, there's very little that visually distinguishes them. And so a second or two can be the difference in between you being poisoned and drugged halfway through the Underdark and you surviving.
So as soon as you say that, like, you see that from behind you guys, this other guy stand up and he starts talking. He's like, "See, this is exactly why we should not trust surface dwellers. They will poison you and steal your riches."
Technically, I'm actually under the ground. Snodlers is not a surface dweller.
If you do not come from the water, then you are a surface dweller.
That's quite short-sighted.
And then Durovo speaks up. Do not worry about Divis. He has an old school mentality, narrow-minded from the Tritons of the past. You guys like happen to notice this guy's also like super old looking. He's like over 150 years old. He's got like long white hair. And he's like fancy looking purple robes. And then his Dorvos just says, "Please, Divis, just sit down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here."
So, on a scale of 1 to probably not, how likely do I think they would be to notice if I'm casting a spell?
You can find out.
Well, I know, but I mean, that's why I'm asking what I think.
Well, you can make an insight check.
Because I know they said they're not really familiar, and there's one that is, and I don't think she's still here. I think it was a she.
So like with that check, like you kind of get the gist that like most of these people are pretty genuine and like and honest. So and they seem to be like genuinely like curious of what you're doing. So I don't think that they really are standoffish enough to notice if you are casting a spell.
Oh my god, that was 8 times longer than I thought it was going to. And it didn't even say what it was. Are you serious?
What is that?
Detect thoughts.
Ah.
So as soon as you cast that, you start like mumbling the incantation to say it, and nothing happens.
So there is nothing, no creature. So just from what I would think, no creature has an intelligence of 3 or higher, technically, that can speak a language.
Yeah, so like you literally feel like your spell is not working. And Dorvos actually looks at you and is like, is there something you're trying to say? Please speak up. I can't quite hear you.
Apologies, Snodlers was trying to understand you. Why you have so much anger towards Surface.
Well, I don't have anger. I would love to visit the surface.
Wait, wasn't this the guy that was like standing up and being all...
No, he already sat down. The king told him to like slow your roll, sit down.
Apologies. I thought that's who I was talking to right there.
Yeah, so the king is addressing you. He's like
Oh.
the one that's really the only one that's directly in front of you guys at all times.
Understood. Yeah, so I was trying to see why he had so much hatred, or they, or Z, or whatever pronoun you wanted to say on that one.
Oh, I don't understand. I know he has. I don't think he has hatred, but he definitely has an untrustingness of the outside world.
Is there history of the outside world coming in to hurt you?
I don't think it's more so of a history of the outside world hurting us. It's more so just the fear of the unknown. The older Tritons, they lived that life of they felt protected by ignorance is bliss. Not knowing about the outside world kept them safe.
So it's as though you would bury your head in the sand, so to speak. No, that doesn't work here, does it?
I understand your metaphor. But times have changed. Through the past 100 years, there's been a great revolution in our people and the way of thinking. We feel that the outsiders need our help.
Have you guys ever seen a cat?
I do not know this cat. And then the other guy that's on his right, the foreign affairs sort of guy, he stands up and he's like, I have, and he raises his hand. He goes, when I visited Seaton and Saltmarsh and Silver Bluff, in my times, I've seen amazing sights. I've seen cats, and I've met dogs and these horses, amazing creatures.
So I'll wave my hand and create a minor illusion of a dog in that 5-foot square.
So you attempt to do it, and nothing happens. Again, your spells don't work.
Perfect. Well, I was trying to show you a dog, but apparently something prevents me from casting spells here.
Ah, the king says. He says, that would be our resident enchantress here. Make sure that no spells can come into here to harm any of us.
I was not mean to harm. I'm sorry if it came off that way.
No need to apologize. You must understand. We have traders and people that come in here to wish to persuade us into purchasing things that we do not need.
It's not Liz does understand.
This has been an excellent time talking to you, Snodlers. Please spend the night, rest. Are you hungry?
No, it's not. It's not Liz. It's fine. Thank you.
If you don't mind, I shall retire. You are free to wander the upper spire.
But not the lower, even though I can speak Primordial?
You may go down to the city if you'd like. I would recommend you beware, but...
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
I shall take my leave. And then he leaves. 2 guards get up with him, and he walks through like a door behind his seat, and the large doors close behind him. And the other council members, they all kind of get up and they all like bow, and they all like have their own ways. There's a couple other corridors throughout this room. Like, it's a big star, so there's like several corridors off from this main chamber. And you guys are kind of just left standing in there with the cart full of food and the Kaluna fish and Kalura fish, and a couple guards that are still kind of standing around the outsides of the chamber.
Like looking in? Or
Yeah.
just like doing their own shit?
Yeah, they're all just kind of standing there, like, still staring at you guys.
Well, now what?
Now what? Now we get some food. I go over to the tray and start picking it up. Or you mean for tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, we came here to see if they had any information on the spear, and it sounds like they have. I mean, not much, but they point us in the right direction. So, I think we'll just be heading out towards the Candlekeep pretty soon.
So while he's doing that, Snodlers takes his book out of his bag, and you can see him start mumbling and waving his hand over his book, and nothing happens, and then he gets pissed off. Like the book is dripping.
Oh, poor Snodlers.
I might have to leave just to be able to dry this off, but ironically, if Snodlers leaves, then it'll be wet again, so and I try to make my, would my quill appear? Oh no, it is, I magically
Yeah, it's
create a
magic
tiny quill.
quill.
Ugh!
As I notice he's looking around frustrated, I realize my octopus has like disappeared apparently.
Yeah,
Probably.
he was riding on your shoulder. He probably would have disappeared as soon as you entered the room.
Oh man.
Yeah, that could go either way. Because it's a familiar, right? So you're magically summoning and putting him away, but
But it's still a magical creature. It's like a fey creature more than it is like an actual physical creature.
Yeah, especially the one the druids do are different than the
oh, it's not find familiar.
it is and it isn't. It's kind of it's very similar.
I mean, it's not like you summoned like an actual octopus that like teleported from the ocean onto your shoulder.
Right. That's all right. He was gonna leave soon anyway.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I just mowed on some of the food, grabbed some of the I want to say Kahlua, but that doesn't.
Yeah, the Trilora.
Kahlua. As soon as you said it, I was like, that sounds so much like Kahlua, I'm gonna fuck it up.
It's okay.
Trilora fish. And
It's actually the intestines of the clurfish.
Yeah.
yeah, and go find a place to sleep because I am literally exhausted.
Yeah, so you make your way down that hallway that like Vasen and Vitoris went down and find yourself an empty bedroom. And again, it's just another plain room. It just has a bed. There's no like blankets or anything like that. It's just like a basic looking partial mattress that they think that people would want to sleep on.
I'm gonna try and cast light in here.
And yeah, you try to, and nothing happens.
I just chuckle to myself and eat some of the Trilora fish and intestines.
Get hammered and fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a long, shitty, cold day, and I wanted to get some warm up and some rest.
All right, Souders, what are you doing?
Part of me wants to go out and talk to the spellcaster lady, but that's a lot of time, effort, and energy. Try to find her, but it's also probably pretty late, so I guess I'm just going to go to bed because I can't do anything else. Can't even write my book. Just pissed off, go and find a corner somewhere and try to like wave my hand again to clean up the floor and realize that that's still not going to work, and then take my cloak out and sleep on it.
Such a sad scene. I love it. All right, so yeah, you guys all get your long rest. And,
At least it was a scene.
Yeah, long rest, and you sleep for a good 8 hours, and you sleep in sanctuary. No problem. You wake up the next morning feeling pretty good. I mean, Vasen's definitely got a wicked hangover. Again, you haven't had a hangover in a long time.
17.
The Trilora fish is very strong.
I'm gonna get up and meditate like I normally do,
Okay.
or lately have been doing.
I still have a point of exhaustion, correct?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
1 point, yeah. So now you're only at like one, just the disadvantage on skill checks stage.
I'm going to try to cast another minor illusion.
And you get pissed off as it doesn't work.
Not really, it's expected to this point. I expect to be neutered.
So Vasen, though, as you start meditating, you are sitting there in peace, and you hear the voice of Zendaka, and he's like, "Ah, Vasen, it is good to see you again."
Why are you so loud?
Oh, am I? I didn't realize.
Zendaka. I didn't think I'd hear from you again for a while.
Yeah, you've been meditating and training. This is your way to speak to me. What can I help you with?
This problems we're having with this Sahogan and this Dagon. It's throwing us in different places. I don't know if we have time.
Time is all relative. What is it you seek, though?
Seek Trident pieces to prevent some summoning of some demon god.
I know of what you speak of. However, I do not know where they lie. But
Was there one in the monastery?
oh, in the monastery, there was. I can tell you, there was never anything of the sort.
Then what can you tell me?
Of the pieces of the trident,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I do not know anything. It is something that we did not deal with. Our order was not as powerful back then as it may have been now, but I did not have the ability to see through time and space like I do. Possibly speak to other orders, speak to the monks or the priests and the abbey and the Isle of the Abbey.
Priests on Isle of the Abbey.
They're the only other religious order that I know of near Saltmarsh that could possibly answer your questions.
Where from Saltmarsh is this isle?
Oh, and then
I have not heard of this before.
then you start seeing these visions in your head. You see exactly a map of a bird's eye view basically of Saltmarsh. You see the island right off the coast in the bay of Saltmarsh there.
And they may have information on what I'm looking for?
Possibly, I think the answers that you seek may be found through spiritual enlightenment. So speak to them. Maybe they have answers.
I will. Thank you for sharing and approaching me in my meditation.
Vasen, beware. I sense a darkness surrounding you. Can you not sense his presence?
No. Everything's a little dull right now.
Well, I feel like we must beware of these conversations. Perhaps it is too early for us to commune.
Wait, someone can hear us?
Vasen, I must go. And then, you were just woken up.
My eyes, Boston's sitting there sweating and, panting heavily. Like he just worked out severely.
Yeah, and you're, sweating and, confused. What did he mean?
Drunken sweat on top of it. Hungover. Confused.
So what are the rest of you guys doing when you wake up?
I want to take some time to meditate, change my spells out, and then find the rest of rails for some breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hunt down everyone else. Find a place to eat.
Also, as soon as we get everyone together, I want to cast water breathing on us again in case we have to leave the city in a hurry.
So yeah, your spells do not work while you're still in the council.
Oh, in the whole area they don't.
Well, I'm assuming you guys are still in the chamber, right? Or the spire, the top floor of the spire, which is consisting of the central chamber and all the spokes basically off of this star-shaped hallways. It's all sealed with air and magically there's an enchantment around the whole place that not only does it give you guys a way to breathe, but it also has an anti-magic field in it. So anywhere you go on the spire, on the floor that you guys are allowed in for visitors, you can't cast spells.
at you.
I'm gonna walk, like, leave the room and, like, look confused. Like, how the fuck did I get here? And, like, look around for place to go eat. And look for the others.
Kolos, what are you doing since you didn't spend the night in the spire?
I spent a night in my home. Basically just had a night of silent reflection and prayer. I wake up, do my morning prayers, and then I go out and I go get some food at the local, I don't know what you want to call it, tavern. It's not really a tavern because they don't do alcohol.
The diner, the local Triton diner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. Get some fish eggs and coral or something. I don't know.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Little seagrass and some fish eggs, yeah.
Yep. And then I want to visit the crypts,
Okay. Yeah, so you...
but we don't actually have to go there.
Yeah, that's fine. So you do all that. I'm assuming Kolos is an early riser and does all that before Vasan even wakes up and does his meditation.
Yeah.
Normally Vasan gets up pretty early, but I'm pretty sure today he did not.
Today he's not, I guess I should say. So yeah, a little while goes by. You guys all get up and like it's been a couple hours. It's like late morning, and you guys kind of all like meet up. Kolos meets you guys back up at the main spire. You guys all like had breakfast. You know, the king has his servants to come out and they bring you guys breakfast. It's typical like Triton diet of fish and again like kelp, and they don't have too many choices other than fish and seaweed.
I dig it in the fish like it's fucking my job. This is way fresher than what I get.
Yeah.
Thank you for your hospitality.
So yeah, when you guys are done eating, you know, like the king, he welcomes you guys. He's like, stay anytime, come back, see me, tell me of your adventures. I'd like to know. And he says, I'm sending my emissary here out to Saltmarsh. Hopefully, we'll meet again.
I just walk up to him like he's a regular person and just try to shake his hand.
And he extends his hand. He shakes your
Just
hand.
shakes his hand like little thing.
Yep.
Thank you for the Kahlua fish intestine last night. It was very good.
I'm glad that you liked what we have here to offer. Hopefully,
Yes,
hopefully I seem like a hospitable host, and hopefully as well as many of the other kings of your land.
You were quite different than the kings I'm used to.
Well, I hope different is a good thing.
Indeed, it was. Could say it wasn't bad.
Well, I take that as a compliment, and hopefully someday I will meet you at your residence.
Would you like my address?
I suppose it may be a few years before I can travel.
Well, you're more than welcome to come visit the manor. We call it. It's where the travelers usually call home when we're not out and about, which is very rarely. But I do have a someone there to watch over it while we're not there. His name is Hufflepuff. No, not Hufflepuff. Hedwig. Hedwig, that's what it is. He's a very reliable man.
So Dorvos looks over at Radis and he says, Well, remember this this Hedwig. Go speak with them and tell them that we are friends of the travelers. And he just nods. And
Reach in and grab him a like a silver dragon, not a coin, but like almost like a medallion of the brewing company's design, and hand it to him. Like, just give this to him. He'll know where it was from.
oh, excellent! And he grabs it and puts it in his robe. So Dorvo says, "Well, safe travels, my friends, and hopefully you'll get to the bottom of this mystery and find the Trident before the Sahaugen do. I believe that may be a way to, stop. I don't know if I can stop Dagon, but if he is summoned, perhaps you could use the Trident to defeat him."
Yes, I just don't understand why the Sahaugen are using people on land. I don't know if I mentioned that last night, but that Kahlua had me Karua fish got me going.
You did speak of these vampires on land, and when I first met you, you showed me the skull of these creatures, but I do not know.
Well, the Sahaugen, I hear, are not good to you guys down here and keep attacking you. So I will do my best to rid them on land also. But they're working with others, so we need to get to the bottom of it.
Well, hopefully we can find their fortress and form our own army and put an end to this madness.
I hope so too.
Then he once again holds his hand out, shakes your hand, and he says, "Safe travels, my friends."
Indeed. I guess we all leave.
I guess so.
I think
Don't everyone speak up at once. Holy shit.
I think you guys are all sleeping, but
I think everyone's waiting on everybody else. As we say our goodbyes, I just give him like a half bow and thank him for his hospitality and follow Vasan out.
Perfect.
Snowlers is confused enough that I don't even attempt to try it if I can't get Sunwalker fucking customs right, and I just like nod and leave.
As soon as you guys walk out of that chamber, you're back into like the main corridor, heading back outside. You see the kind of like pale bluish green membrane of energy that's across the door before you guys reach out to the sea. What were you gonna say, Colas?
As they're walking out, I go down on a knee, bow my head, and apologize if they were being rude.
And Dorvo says, "No apologies. Continue the good work." And then the military guy Joros, he says, "Stay strong, Kolos."
Thank you. Then I get up and I walk out.
All right, so you guys swimming back to the surface?
Real quick, as we gather up at the door as we're about to leave, because how long have we been down here for?
Total. So you guys spent the 8 hours at night, and then you guys got there at like noon the day before. So
we probably don't have underwater breathing left.
probably not. So you're gonna have to.
Who's got? So I have a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Snodlers has a helmet, and
Vitoris
does. So Vasan needs this, and I pull out a potion of underwater breathing and hand it to you.
Nice.
You should. I don't know how you're gonna drink that. If it's gonna work in there or out here. Good luck, man.
Can't he just hold his breath real quick while you?
Well, it's
Oh,
100
no,
feet,
no.
so I guess it depends on how long.
Oh, I thought it was a lot deeper than that.
No, it's 100 feet. It depends on how long Vitoris or Faustin can hold his breath.
No, I meant just long enough for Hector to cast water breathing.
That's true
when we
too.
Get outside
I mean,
of
once
this
you
fire.
get outside.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but that's a 3rd level spell.
It's important.
Yeah, I might need that for later. I'd rather have you drink a potion.
Sure, I'll drink the potion.
If you can't. Again, I don't know how
No,
well it's going to work for
no,
outside the...
he drinks the potion inside, and the potion works fine.
Okay. Alrighta.
All right, so you guys exit, and you swim up, and you start seeing the sunshine as you get closer to the surface, and you get to the top, and it's a pretty nice day. The sun is like, kind of popping up over the horizon, and it's nice and warm. You feel that warmth you've been missing, Hector, and the ship is still there. Argyle didn't sail the ship away.
Nice.
First thing I do is look for my crate.
So you get up on the ship, and there's no crate.
What? I think there was a mistake. I'll be right back.
You have an hour.
Head over to the ledge and just look down.
Okay.
Like, God damn it.
I go and I walk over to him and I hand him my cap. I think you need this.
I just sigh. It's like, this can wait.
Or can it? How do you know someone else doesn't have the same idea and isn't already doing it?
I have some extremely good brewers. No one will be doing it as good as them.
You think
And
Pinkerton
then
can,
just-
can compare
the
to the Trilora intestines?
Yep, I got an idea.
All right. So, are you going back down, or are you going to the ship?
No, I'm staying on the ship. I look down and realize that, there's other pressing matters
it's
than
not
just
worth
that. So, yeah, I'm not going to go back in.
All right. So,
Especially after my meditation, I'm not going to jump down. There's other shit we got to do.
plus, you guys now on the ticking clock have 11 days until the meeting.
Yeah.
We need to go to the meeting. I go on the ship and sit down in the meeting area, waiting for everyone to get there.
Argyle is like on deck as soon as you guys come up, and he's like been like patiently like waiting, but almost like nervously like pacing the deck. So when he sees you guys come up, he's like, finally, come aboard, Captain on deck, Captain Aldoris, and pulls you guys all up, and he's like, crew is ready and waiting, sir.
Excellent. We'll be leaving momentarily. We should have really discussed which way we were heading. I think we were going to... we should really figure that out real quick. Because we were talking about going to Candlekeep, and we were talking about going to Black Sands, and I don't remember which one we decided on.
Black Sands and then Candlekeep. Because we didn't have time to go to Candlekeep and then over.
That's why I'm in the meeting area.
Okay.
So Argyle says, "Hi, Captain. We'll see you after the meeting.
Perfect.
Bobby the Schlub, be ready."
Just walk down and join Vossen.
I'll walk downstairs.
All right. It's up to you guys. Kolos, are you going downstairs now that you're going downstairs?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys all make your way to the lower deck of the Sea Ghost, to the meeting room.
Remind me at this point. Our CL friend left, or is he still with us?
He went home.
Okay, I thought so, but I couldn't remember.
He didn't even get on the boat. He left, I think, straight from the house.
That's right.
Who's that? The seal? Yeah.
Oceanus.
When we left the boat, I made sure he had people go with him to bring him home.
Gotcha. So yeah, what are you guys thinking? I know we talked about going to Black Sands and.
Well, we have 11 days. If we're going to do Black Sands, we have to leave now. That gives us an extra day. It's going to take at least 10 to get there.
Is it 10 days to get there?
A week, yes, 10 days.
Alright.
That's cutting it close.
Well, that's why I didn't want to stay last night, but that fucking shit got me real good. That's what happens when I don't drink that often.
That's great.
So we missed a day. I was hoping to get there with 2 days to spare.
Vitoris gets a worried look when he says you don't drink that often.
No, it's when I don't get to drink that often.
And Vitoris looks worried that your liver's already drying out after 2 hours. Body's like, oh, we're missing a vital ingredient, alcohol. We need to shut down. Shut everything down now.
Either way, if we're going, we need to go. And start heading there. And we need directions and the person that needs to know how to get there.
Argo.
Yeah, I know the general area. I can get us going in that direction, but I don't know the actual area itself very well. So, well, hardly at all. So
I just screamed from the lower deck. Oh!
And then a few minutes later, Earl comes down and he goes, "Aye, a runner came up and said you called my name. Did you need me, Captain?"
Vossen did.
Well, yeah, I guess we all did.
Yeah, we all kind of need you, but Vossen specifically yelled.
I yelled because I guess you were needed here in the planning room.
Yeah, we're going to the Black Sands, and I know how to get us there, but I don't know how to navigate around the Black Sands. I'm not familiar with the area. Are you? You said you were?
Aye, I can get you in there. With your help on the wheel, I can help navigate through the treacherous passes. It's definitely doable. I've never done it before, but I'm pretty sure I can get us through it.
Gotcha. I have faith in your abilities.
Either way, we need to set sail at once. We lost a day. Somehow, I don't know how, we lost a whole day.
It just disappeared on us.
Let's not speak of it.
I was a little worried you weren't coming
And
back.
they're right, Kolos.
Huh. Don't look at me. I'm not the one eating the fish.
What do you mean? The fish was delicious. It was food.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have someone that can steer the ship today? I'm not up to it.
Snarler will do it.
That can only go excellently. I'm going to take a nap.
Do I have to see?
We'll get you a stool.
Awesome, Snodler. This will be great. I'll work the deck while you're steering.
Like Argo, mumbles under his breath. Like, I guess I'll just sit with my thumb up my ass then.
Oh, Argle.
Oh yeah.
You want to captain a ship, right?
I once was a first mate on a ship. I've been in sea battles and sailed from coast to coast. But
Aren't
you know, it's
first
fine.
mate on this ship?
Not on this ship. Well,
You're pretty damn close in my
I
mind.
would hope that I maybe someday will be, but I don't want to take one of your positions.
Just a quick question. Isn't he the one who is like sailing the ship when I'm not sailing it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's kind of like running the show when you're not here, but he doesn't really sail it without you. He's like, whenever you leave him in charge, it's like he's at like port or docked someplace.
Yeah,
or, like,
making sure no one fucks the shit up while
Yeah.
we're gone. Pretty much.
Gotcha. So if
He's
I'm not
basically your
sailing it,
one seat validator.
Exactly.
so if I'm not sailing it, we're not moving then.
Pretty much, yeah. But now Snarler's just gonna sail though. Like you just gave Snarler's the okay.
Hell yeah, let's get up there. I'm gonna give him the 10-minute crash course. Hey, look at that. There's nothing but ocean. We just gotta keep the sun in your eyes. No, wait. Sun in your back.
Sun at your back.
Sun in your back all morning. Sun in your back all morning, and then in your eyes in the afternoon. We're going west, right? West.
All right,
Snarler can do
West,
that.
Captain Eldoris.
Yeah.
I'm literally like following the sun, so I drive in a circle.
Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding.
And I'll hang out. I'm just gonna hang out like on the top deck. It's
Thought you were gonna sleep.
yeah. I'm gonna, but I'm gonna make sure he's good for the first hour.
Damn.
All right, so Argyle goes up to the top deck. If the meeting is over, then he walks up and he starts like bitching at Bobby the Schlub to make sure everything's gonna go smooth.
Poor Bobby.
I follow Argyle up. Since everyone else is being mute, I go up and talk with Argyle.
Hi, Fasten. Did care to help on the deck?
Absolutely.
And he starts like pointing at some things that you can do. He's like teaching you like to pull this rope and help man the sails and stuff. And he's like teaching you stuff, but like at the same time he's also like talking down to Bobby the Schlub.
I just let it go. I let him do whatever. Like I'm learning from him, so I'm kind of like letting him be a teacher. You know what I mean? And just following what his instructions on the ship.
Yeah, and
Because he knows way more than I do.
Argyle's like clearly trying to impress you, but at the same time he's teaching you some skills that eventually you're gonna actually have, hopefully, some proficiency in sailing as well. What are the rest of you guys doing as they're doing that?
I'm going to stand up on the top deck, closest to the sea as possible.
I'm gonna go inspect the ballista.
Okay.
Good call. I'm gonna find a stool for Snodlers.
Nice.
We got some barrels. One of them's bound to be empty.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Put a barrel up so we can reach the wheel nice and easy. And give them the crash course. Like you turn the wheel to the left, and you go to the left, and you turn it straight, and you go straight. And you want to keep the wind behind you whenever possible, and away we go.
Yeah, and you guys start heading off. So as long as there's nothing else you want to do, we'll kind of just set sail.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap and tell them to get me if there's trouble after we, wait for like an hour.
I wander over by Kolos, since he's sitting there on the edge by himself, and lean over and be like, "So who'd you kill?"
Oh my god. Well, I did say later, and it is later. I'm not proud of it, but I had to kill my lieutenant.
Why did you have to?
Do you want the whole story or the short story?
Well, we got a while for this trip.
Well,
I mean, we've been doing things around the world together for a couple weeks now. I mean, I'm hoping you stay as a traveler. No reason to hold back.
well, started about 50 years ago.
I take a sip of my drink.
There's a ton of merfolk that didn't really like us. So they just kept sending raiders. They never got past the wall, but they kept attacking and attacking and attacking. So we made an army, and we went after them. I got put in the vanguard. My father was a general. And
So is that how you got on the Vanguard?
I was part of the City Watch. I was brand new, I was young. So they put me in the vanguard.
Yeah. Isn't that the first people to go in?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were like the fodder.
Yeah.
Oh, so your dad must not have liked you.
No, it's because I have skill with the sword, and that's
Oh, I
something.
thought they usually put like the dumbasses up front to wear their other people down. So when
we
the actually fighters would, come up and destroy
right,
'em.
we fight a little differently.
Mm.
That's how Snodlers has heard that people fight in the underdog that way.
So anyway, continue. That was just weird.
That's all right.
I figured your
Well-
dad hated you. That's why he put you up there. But I
No.
guess it's different.
No, me and my dad had a great relationship. Anyway, we ended up killing their waves as they were coming at the city, and we beat them back to their village, and we ended up slaughtering every single one of their fighters. Well, after that, the village surrendered to us, and then the lieutenant said that to make sure nobody attacks our city again, we're to kill every woman and child. I told him no.
Wait, what? Your dad told you to kill a whole village?
No,
Everybody?
no, a lieutenant. My
Oh.
lieutenant.
Why would
Yes.
he do that?
I don't know. You can't really ask him anymore, so I have no clue. But I told him we're not going to. Or I'm not going to. He then challenged me to a duel as per our customs. If you are, in discipline and you defy a direct order, that is one of the things you can do is challenge your lower to the duel. Traditionally the duels are to first blood. Well, long story short about the duel, I drew first blood. I got under his armpit, cut him, drew blood. I put my sword down.
And you killed him by one
Nope.
cut?
No. He got a little mad, I guess, and attacked me. I wasn't expecting it, so he ended up knocking me on the ground and tried to put his trident through my head. I was able to block
it
him with the
sucks.
sword. Yeah.
Did he not like you?
I think it was
Did
the
you
fact
sleep
that
with one of his family members?
No, I think it was just because this young kid defied his order and then beat him in a duel.
Ah, so
His pride was severely wounded.
Yeah, pride. That'll get you
Yeah.
every time.
Yep. So because he did, try to kill me, I ended up killing him.
So why do you feel bad for defending yourself?
Because I still killed my lieutenant.
But he was trying to murder people.
Yes.
Even I know that you don't kill women and children.
Right. But no two wrongs make a right. It's still wrong of me to kill him, even though he deserved it.
It's not wrong of you to defend your life. If you did not defend yourself, you would be dead.
Correct.
So why feel bad for preserving a life of someone that wouldn't take women and children's lives?
Because I still killed my lieutenant. That, plain and simple, I mean, I killed a superior. I can't. I'll forever feel bad about that.
But you shouldn't.
I understand that's what you believe.
Well, I do a thing called meditating.
Yes, so
It usually helps. And I drink this. I take another swig out of my gourd.
Well, you enjoy yourself. You see where that got you last night.
It was Trilora fish. It wasn't this. That snuck up on me. Was not expecting that out of a food. I didn't think you could get drunk all like that.
Well, I told you we technically grew them. We grew the fish and
Yeah.
harvest their intestines.
You did not lie. That is for sure.
I know. I don't lie.
So that's your story, huh? You fucking killed your lieutenant because he was a dick and he tried to kill you.
Yes. Yes. And Actually, it's kind of weird because that's when I got knighted. Because I
Did you
stood
get
up
knighted
only-
because you killed him?
Yes.
Who knighted you? The king? Or did
The
your father
council.
promote you? Oh, the council.
The council.
Was he a known douche?
Not that I know of.
I mean, how well did you know him?
Not that well.
Yeah, he could have fucking been doing some shady stuff, you know what I mean? You could have saved a lot more lives than you know.
Yeah. That's alright.
Well,
I'll still feel bad for it.
you could feel bad, but I think you did the right thing.
I think I did the right thing.
Well, then don't feel bad.
I think you're very confused about our customs and our traditions.
Yes, most definitely am.
Yes. Okay.
There is no doubt about that. Well, I hope going back to your homeland put your mind at ease a little bit and didn't make things worse for you.
At least I got to say goodbye. I didn't really have time before.
Did it help?
No.
Will nothing help?
Let's see when we kill some Sahuagin.
Ah, so murdering Sahuagin is what you need?
Could potentially help, yes.
Well, when we find Sahuagin, I'm sure there'll be plenty for you to kill.
I hope so.
Well, don't hope too hard. I just like pat him on the back and walk back on the deck and continue doing my, duties to keep the ship going.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna still sit there and look out at the ocean.
Nice. So one thing that happens, Snoblers, do you want to attune to the item that you picked up?
I wanted to at least identify
Yeah,
it.
you'll be able to identify it now. So it's a gem of seeing.
Ooh.
So yeah, you can. It's got 3 charges. You can basically have true sight for 120 feet when you peer through the gem.
Yeah, I want to tune to it. Yeah, it shows up as a little monocle.
Nice.
All right, so you guys spend the better part of the next 2 days just sailing west. Snouders gets a lot of tips from Argo and Hector. The first 2 days are go pretty smoothly, but it's on the 3rd day that as you guys start making some good headway, you got the wind against your back. You see in the distance the clouds start shifting on the horizon as the clouds turn black and start twisting around, and as a massive storm starts rolling in across the ocean. That's where we're going to end it.
Gotcha.
Perfect.